Sorry, someone else came in.
Hello, everybody. Welcome in to Song of Swords, session 4 of our Viking game. Woo! The audio does appear to be working, but let's... Hey?
That's session 14 on Twitch.
It's not here today.
Oh, no.
Yeah, the title is not there yet, on my screen at least.
Ah, there you go.
You might need to refresh. Sometimes it has the old title on.
Session 4, there we go.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, all good.
Depending on when you pulled the web page up. But yeah, cool. Either way, let's kick it off with D100 from everybody, please. I'm gonna disappear.
Bowling.
Just for a hot second.
Oh.
64.
Opa.
42 is the magic number today.
Yep. And A's not here to get the 1-digit rolls.
26. All right. Mr. Mel, Mr. Golver, sitting at 85 for the highest there. How are you doing? How are you feeling today?
Slept a little bit off. My neck hurts a little bit, but you know.
Damn.
Otherwise, doing pretty good.
Cool. How would you like to hit us with a recap of what happened last time on Song of Swords?
What? Crazy.
What?
I would never. No, I can do that, yes.
Take it away, my man.
So yeah, last session we began to head out on our quest to figure out the bandit situation sort of around our hold. We started off with a wonderful ritual by Nikki, who did a great job. Though only to have a little bit of an off-putting sign as shortly after A reads his runes and it seems to get some bad omens, and it was a very uplifting moment with Nikki, and then immediately kind of soured again when he threw his runes and was like, "Oh, this is bad," and we're like, god damn it, all right. But we go ahead nonetheless, despite the bad omens. We felt very inspired, despite all that. Relatively quickly, we find some signs and tracks that lead us back to that camp that our two most recent guests have shown us that way. On the way there, we have a little bit chatting, but also hear some howling of the wolves nearby. They seem to be, not the only ones out hunting. When with the weather worsening, we speed up a little bit of traveling, which was probably a good question to ask in a minute here when the session start, how the weather is, because that might actually affect our decisions then. But we go ahead. We get to the location that was described to us, the camp that was attacked. We sort of prepare ourselves, Nikki with her Berserker Gang ritual, and Gulva sort of heads out to get an eye on things. Gulva thinks at least he snuck up and sees a bunch of wolves already there. They're tearing into the corpses, who apparently were not quite fast enough. The wolves were a little bit faster than us. There's a lot of blood, a lot of bodies. We can't really tell who's who from distance. And suddenly I get fucking ambushed by a sixth wolf that I didn't see, and that certainly did see me, apparently. Combat starts. 6 wolves versus us, 6v6. Seems sort of fair, I would say. Despite the sort of bad start, we sort of stabilized relatively quickly, though had then some less than lucky rolls with Ulf. There were some injuries, but mostly it seems to be going well, until it turns out one of the wolves seemed a little bit off, a little bit weird, was a little bit tougher, and then when it died, actually returned as an undead wolf, which was quite scary. There was a special name. I didn't write it down for some reason. What were they called exactly? The undead wolves? was a name for them.
I wrote it down somewhere.
I'm not sure. I kept using the word Afterganger, which is just
that.
general undead. There's probably some sort of combination that you could do with Afterganger and Ulf to make a more
The zombie
speaking
wolf.
Yeah,
You agree? It's just called the zombie wolf.
that works too.
Wolfgang.
Accurate.
I'm not
Well,
gonna say
whatever.
these
We had
weird
a fancy
Norse
name.
names.
We had a fancy name, but it's not that wolf in the end of it, you know.
Alvin and the Chipmunks. That's his name.
Right. We manage. We kill it. We survive. Ulf a little bit worse where, but we in the end we manage. And then we regroup at the campsite, sort of investigating and looting a little bit. Some to give back to the camp people. Some to just for themselves. But in the end, we figure out tracks leading somewhere to the sort of east. There's on the map the little arrow, so a little bit off track, off the beaten path. It seems we have a trail for our bandits, where they might have went. Now, what we wanted to do there before though is likely maybe a little bit of short rest, and burial. To lots of people wanted to bury the dead here, or at least give it a little bit of a what's it called? A little bit of a
Right.
Burial rights.
Yeah, their rights exactly. Yeah, I think rights is the word I was looking for. Give them their rights at least, you know, so they hopefully pass on relatively easily, and then we'll see how we go from there. And that was about it.
Okay.
Pretty sure the word is memorial. Giving someone their rights means that you're like arresting them.
Well, not with a T, rights, rights.
Yeah, I mean you are right that it can mean that as well. But like your last rights is the thing, isn't it? That's to do with if you're about to be sent off to die, and funerary rights is a thing as well. You are right that they tell you your rights when you're arrested. It's different spelling though. That's a different thing.
English language is very stupid.
Right. All right. Do you have anything else to add to that, Mel, or are you good?
I think that was a bit. Most of the session was the fight, and then we had a little bit of start, a little bit at the end.
Beautiful. Would anybody like to add anything else to the recap that they think is important, or that they think Mel missed out on?
Well,
Gobar failed at stealing. That was silly. That happened.
A little bit. I mean, there was nothing to steal, you know. No, that's not fair.
Yeah.
And Ulf on Govar's knife. Ooh, that's also very important.
Yeah.
He still has my knife. That is, I'm very well aware of that.
I think you left it out on purpose, didn't you?
You see, I knew if I kept the knife, it would be too lucky and it would be not exciting enough, you know, like that would be, just kind of winning at everything. So I purposely gave that knife away to handicap myself.
On purpose, exactly. Yeah. No,
that's actually like a secret mechanical effect on the knife that I programmed in that just makes me win at everything as long as I have it. That can be decided by luck.
I was too good with that weapon, so I decided to give it away on purpose, you know. It's just, I just want to help other people.
Well, it doesn't work for Ulf, obviously. It only works for me. You know.
Yeah. Sure it does, man. Sure it does.
But I guess there's to mention that like the bet is still on. There was some misconception last time. It's not about like who just kills the most in general. It's just specifically who gets the bandit leader. That was the bet.
I'm sure Ulf will win that too.
Oh, we'll see about that.
All right, beautiful. Thank you, everyone. Well, thank you, Mel, for the recap, and everyone for catching up on that. I've given you an inspiration, Mel.
I see that. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, and if everybody's ready, I guess we'll do this.
I'm ready.
Actually, sorry. Really quick, just before we get going, Has everybody successfully leveled up? You should be level 4 at this point.
Yeah, I'm level 4.
I'm missing my one thing, but otherwise I'm pretty good. I'm Gucci.
I'm just
we can wing
confused
it
with
for
the.
today. So just make it up on the fly today, Mel.
All right.
I remember
Sure,
what it is,
style.
and I have a pretty solid idea anyway. So
Yeah, well, if it comes to it, I guess we do something with it. I don't know. We'll figure something out. It's fine. Yeah, although I mean, I don't get anything else from a level 4, so yeah, I'm good.
Beautiful. But you've updated your hit points and things, I take it.
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right, with that, we'll get started then.
Right. Well, we're just sitting around the fire pot. Nikki is cooking some stuff, and
Oh yeah, that's true.
maybe
Did we have a long rest?
Yeah,
Did we have like a long
We
or
had
short
long
rest?
No.
short rest.
Technically speaking, you're taking a short rest at the moment.
Yeah, we can't say you can't sit around for too long. The snow is still falling, and the tracks might get more difficult to
Disappear.
follow the longer we wait.
All right, you are all, however, sat around at the moment. Nikki is cooking. As she mentioned, the snow around you in large patches is soaked red with blood of wolves, blood of humans. There is some of the blood is sort of blackened like ichor and clings to the earth like tar where the last wolf went down. And the golden threaded corpse still seems to twitch occasionally, despite having had its head fully hacked off and removed last session.
Yeah.
It's still twitching.
You see that steam rises from the bodies in the cold here, and their ghosts almost seem to flit in the winds as they pick up snow around you. There is the smell of sweat, iron, the blood, wet fur, all hanging heavy in the air around you. And this is not a nice place to rest, although it is necessary. And there is a number of you that have taken some small cuts and bruises and things, but for the most part, everybody is fine. The one that got beaten up the most was Ulf, who I have already taken his short rest for him, just because it's easier for me to do head time. But you're all sat around at the moment in this place of death with an uneasy feeling in the air and the storm still seemingly picking up as the snowfall is getting heavier. But I'm going to throw it over to you to begin with. I'll throw it to you, Nikki. Are you trying to converse with anybody in this moment, or are you more reflective? Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Sorry. So real quick, Ty, should we not have like a music bot here in chat for us?
I'm so sorry. I didn't share it.
I saw the music on Twitch, and I was like, hold on a
There you
second.
go.
All right, all good.
Here's the music.
Sorry, what were you saying, Ty?
I do apologize. I was gonna throw it over to you, and just ask if there's anything you were wanting to converse with the others about in this moment, or to all of you.
Excuse me, Ty.
Yeah.
Dream looks kind of weird to me.
Excuse me?
There's two Ties.
Yeah.
It's because of the music stream. It's because of the new music. I'll sort
I'm
it
so
out.
sorry.
You carry on for the moment. I'll sort it out.
It's a funny one though.
Shouldn't be too difficult.
As Nikki is preparing the soup, she occasionally just wipes over her face like, ugh, like something's on her face, but nobody else is feeling something on her face. It's just sometimes she's just stirring the soup, and then suddenly, ugh, and she just can't seem to get it away. But she's preparing the soup. If you want to talk while she's cooking the soup, go ahead. I'll break in later.
Yeah, Baz probably just gonna be like, "You alright there, Nikki?"
Well, don't you feel those cobwebs on your face? They're floating around everywhere.
You mean the snow, Nikki?
No, I said cobwebs. I mean, don't you feel them?
Not really. Sure, alright. It was a pretty difficult fight, and you did grapple with a giant zombie wolf.
That was pretty awesome, but I'm also feeling kinda burned up right now. But for the rest, given the circumstances, I'm quite well. Thank you.
Alright.
But, well, I just hope these nasty spiders don't target me with their webs anymore. Ugh.
Well, if there were any spiders out here, I'm sure they're all frozen to death.
Well, certainly there must be some because I can feel them on my face.
Are you talking about the heat from the pot you're cooking?
No,
That's
no,
a normal
no.
sensation.
No. I know what I'm talking about. I feel webs across my face. Don't make a point of it. I'm sure it will. I can wipe them away.
The best is just gonna like touch your face to see if you can feel any webs on it.
I would,
I don't feel anything.
I would assume not, yeah.
But she's like, "Well, what are you doing? Why are you touching my face?"
Hoping you get the webs out.
Well, okay. Thank you. But I'm fine. I have 2 hands. I can handle it.
From
But-
across
Alright.
the fire, Ulf scoffs a little bit. Sounds like maybe you're cursed.
Well, I don't. Is
Just
this
the
Don't throw that
spider
out there,
webs on her face.
is this
Don't listen to Ulf. He's being ridiculous. There are no such thing as curses.
You say there's nothing as curses, and we just fought an undead, like an undead wolf. I feel like this is
That's
not
not
too
really a
far
curse.
fetched.
That's not really a curse.
Yeah, but like, what if, like, I mean, Nikki, impressively so, was really in the thick of things. I mean, you tackled that thing, barehanded. It was very impressive. But maybe you got something from it.
I'm sure it's just stress, Nikki. Don't worry about it.
A disease.
We're all very stressed after that battle and after Eyes Omen and all of that.
Anything at this
Well-
point.
I sure don't hope this is what A foresaw in his runes, but well, I'll just make food. I think that will get me better. And she
A
just
couple of you can't help but as Nikki mentions the reading that A got in the runes, you see as you glance over to A, he is meticulously studying some of the incoming sort of storm clouds as they churn through the sky, trying to read them for any additional signal. And you can all see there is a deep look of concern on his face, and the occasional sort of tut and mutter under his breath. But he has his, as this continues, he sort of turns his back to the group, continuing to trying to divine something from the clouds.
You probably shouldn't bother him.
Hmm.
He seems
Yeah.
very deep in
Excuse me,
thought right now.
what did they say?
I'm sorry, what did you say, Anna?
What did they did again? Did he mention anything to us? To the rest of the group?
He seems.
He
to be
says
in
nothing.
thought right
He
now.
is just divining from the clouds currently.
I
Might
see.
be something coming off that.
I guess Bettelstein, he was approaching A about what he's
Hey, look,
doing,
we
and
shouldn't
then
bother him.
suddenly,
Wink,
and suddenly
wink, wink.
he
You
heard-
shouldn't bother him.
I know. Let me finish. So
Okay.
just as he's about to reach A, Nikki was talking about the cobwebs.
Mhm.
Turn around and look at Nikki, and would Bettelstein see what is happening with Nikki? Would he be able to see what is wrong with Nikki?
I have no idea what's wrong with Nikki, honestly. Nikki, what would your answer be?
Something else.
Okay, why are you weird?
You're muted.
I think you'll find out if we progress further in the story.
So at the moment, at least, can't really tell. Then so that's the answer is.
I see.
So there's a story reason as to why you're weird. Got it.
So there's nothing visible for anyone to see at the moment, no, Nikki?
No, that's right.
Because Bettestein has the I sees all feature. I think it's a trait. I think. Yeah, it's a truth seer, I guess. And he has proficiency in insight skill. So I guess he was trying to see that. And he also have the old ways traits, which is whenever anything with associated with the old gods, he can make an intelligence lore-wise check to determine if he know about the thing.
So
he was trying to see what's wrong with him.
What I would say here is that this isn't strictly speaking PvP, but I have no idea what's happening. So what I would say is you're welcome to make a lore-wise roll. However, you may not gain any information from it, because what I'm going to say is that it is completely up to Nikki what information is shared about this. And I would furthermore ask that, Nikki, if you do share any information based off the lore-wise roll that is made, that you do so via a private message to Alon.
Or you can get into a fight with,
I'm
or you
gonna
two can
roll-
get into a fight.
I'm gonna roll public. How to roll?
Yeah, please go ahead and make me a lore-wise. Go to your character sheet and you will find lore-wise under your skills. Just click the word.
Oh, that's so. Never mind. I have a 12.
So middle in the ground.
Barely.
Yeah, 12 is not bad. So yeah, Nikki, that is up to you to
Could be worse,
determine
could be
what,
better.
what if
Some
any, gains some information. Cool. Okay.
You can just DM me and decide what did I saw.
Yep. Nikki will send that to you.
Okay. Other than that, Bettestein doesn't do anything else, I guess.
Okay.
Other than trying to advise the group that you should prepare a burial site for the corpses for the dead as soon as possible.
Yeah, so
And he
you can
was
stay
like
here
trying
for
to
too
look
long.
for. Yes, and that as well. Either Baz or Gulva, would you be able to dig a hole?
I guess.
What about me? I don't look capable of digging a hole.
You can help if you want to, Wolf.
I'll help. Sitting around freezing my dick off.
Do we have like
You
a
keep your-
shovel or
you
something?
keep your pants
I guess
on,
you could
then.
use some of our like a. I don't know.
I don't know. Probably not. I mean, it's probably not going to be a very deep grave. Obviously, you can dig down a little bit, and then likely just stacking stones on top as well to stop any predators from just digging the bodies up.
Just dig.
Yeah, that sounds
dig
about
with my
right.
axe. Just
Yeah,
dig with
that
my
sounds about right.
axes.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
got
think
a
we
hatchet
can-
myself, so like I could probably like lease a shallow grave, you know, like very shallow one.
Yeah.
Anybody that
There
is
are
helping,
some
I didn't catch if Golva and Baz are doing that, but anybody that is helping, roll an athletics.
Sure, I guess I'll roll one. Why not?
Actually, sorry. I'm going to say for this, you can use either athletics or grit.
Hell yeah!
Because it's
You
sort of
skill
falls
who
into
this?
I choose athletics.
that. Cool.
Swear to God, did I just... Swear to God, I just rolled bad.
Look at me and Ulfgar.
Why?
Fucking bad.
Why? Why?
Well, I guess
I
I guess you can keep warm, you know.
I have a +6 in athletics. Why?
It's totally up to you how you fall into this with the rolls, Baz, but I do feel like Ulf and Golvar maybe still have some competitive streak happening.
Yeah, boy,
it's
one starts, and I'm like, no, hold on, I can get this quicker. Just go better, just get somebody into this.
And Baz was
my
trying to do
God.
it slowly, just trying to slowly just, like dig a grave, and he just sees Govar and Ulf just going for it like really fast. Like, whoa, okay, guys, sure,
You got this,
This is
I
a
think.
competition, why don't you? And this is a competition, why don't you?
I can imagine.
beautiful.
Just barely,
I
he got one extra grave than he does, and I'm like, yes.
He looks around, realizing there's one too many, and just looks to you. This is yours. You go.
All right. Don't jinx this, man.
They just put the bodies in the holes, please.
Come on, dude.
If only you had some sort of I don't know, lucky knife or something, eh?
All right.
All right, you two,
The
trying
challenge
to
is
kill
not
each other.
yet over. You know, I'm gonna get that bandit chief.
All right, you two, quit making out over there. We gotta, bring the bodies into the holes.
Yeah, he's just mean, that he didn't get to do anything, like at all.
What do you mean?
Some like try and then like immediately gave up. That's like probably his back hurts, old man. I say
that's
this
not what
quietly
happened.
so you can't hear that.
Baz dug one hole because he was trying to do it slowly. But then you two just
Oh my
sped
God.
up.
And then his poor back hurt, and he was like, "Oh no, no,
Baz is not that old.
Oh,
Don't even.
I'm
Don't even
old."
with that. Baz is not
Middle
that old.
age,
Don't
middle
even
age.
with that.
I'm
You're
surprised
not
he came
evil
out
for
here.
that.
He must be looking for death at this point.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Shut up.
Yeah, that's just between those two.
Maybe a little bit of rough time at home with the missus, Tries to get away from everything.
I heard that. Don't make me come over there.
Nikki, is the food ready already? Like you've been cooking, stirring this thing for quite a while now.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. I think it's ready. She's taking out the spoon to taste it all.
I hope there's no spider webs in it.
Just right. No, I think they're only on my face, but
All right.
I burned a bit over it so they can't reach the pot. And it smells delicious.
Thanks, Nikki.
All right, if you say so.
She's handing out bowls of soup to everyone. And how does it taste?
I do hate to do this. I do often require a check just to see how well it turns out. This isn't a success or fail kind of thing. It is just to see how good you do. In this instance, I would like a world-wise check, please.
How well can you cook in the world?
All right.
That's pretty
Nice.
good.
16 is
solid.
good.
Yeah,
That's
16.
very good.
Solid 16.
There's nothing
Yeah, I
to
gotta
complain
ask.
about this.
I gotta ask, Nikki, are you proficient in Worldwise?
Yeah.
Um,
That's a plus 2 there.
Yes. Yeah.
See, so you have a +2,
Ooh.
but that guy used 16, but I have a +6 in athletics, and I had a 9. Okay, very cool.
Jeez, man.
This is what I know. Alright, I'm still very angry. My
This
rolls
is
are
how-
terrible.
Dice work, yeah.
For being proficient.
It's right. You got a
Maybe
few more
it's-
hours of play. Yeah, you'll bring it back. I'm sure.
Yeah.
What actually? No, I also sort of eat away. Like I get like a bowl of whatever you prepared. Actually, already with something in my mouth. And what actually did you put in there? What is this what I'm eating right now?
Well,
It tasted more food.
when we left the village, I thought, we gotta eat good if we want to chase some bandits. So I took some carrots and some of the some rabbit, and I also took some salt with me. And I have my secret herbs. You won't get to see them, but they make this taste amazing.
Am I getting high right now? Is that what this is?
Yeah, it's the good
Wow.
shits.
Nikki is
It's
a berserker.
like the code.
Yeah, that's what I was sort of getting at. Like, is that the shit she takes to get to the berserker stance? Like, I was like, oh
I
man.
do feel high from this, also from this soup. So maybe that's the spirit.
Well, Baz has some. He's just like, it's good, Nikki. Thank you.
Mm.
Thanks. And as she eats it, she stops rubbing her face, so she's getting a little better from the soup. So,
That is simulated.
with her mouth full, she said, "Oh, what's the plan?"
Well, first
I
of all,
think if-
Nikki, you swallow your food, and second,
I think we follow the tracks over there, and
boy,
we'll see what's up. We kick their ass, cut them all, or I guess whatever A has planned for the situation.
I think A would probably want to sit
After
and
everyone
negotiate
is.
before kicking anyone's ass.
Well, we're gonna
Fair enough.
quickly move after everyone has rested well enough.
Well, you should too.
So
You
if
two
you-
should also, instead of just all this talk, you should take some bite as well. It's important. We just had to fight. Eating after that, it's very important. Get your strength
Baz
back.
is eating. Baz is eating. He's just making sure he swallows the food first before he talks.
Well, you're not eating enough, clearly.
I swear to gosh, you guys are like
His
children.
bowl's already done. He's like, got it all down. Alright, I'm good to go.
And when we see the bandits, what do we do with them?
We should like.
First,
Are we
this-
just gonna surprise them and attack them at once, or?
no, we're not attacking them. At least not unless they attack us first. But I do think that talking would probably be the best decision. Fights can be won with just killing everyone. Sometimes they require, just talking it out.
But if we catch them off guard, and there's very few of them, we should take them out.
Not unless it's necessary.
Okay.
Well,
Which,
we can't let them live after they murdered 6 innocent merchants.
what Nikki said.
That would be just.
Yeah,
then we
but-
would be criminals.
Yeah, but we don't. Yeah, but we don't know how strong they are, what weapons they have. Well, not well. We do.
Well,
technically
that's what I
have
meant,
what
like,
they
if
have.
the situation, presents itself, there's few of them, they're off guard, they don't know we're there, we should, Something like a slitting motion with across my neck.
It comes down to it. Don't always just start stabbing everything, Govar.
I'm not saying that.
Yeah, you're right.
Again, you want to
Thomas.
kill the leader and get your knife back and all that, but if there's a chance we can end this without too much bloodshed, we should. There's no honor in killing an opponent. That's not ready for it.
Very true.
Hi, how do we reduce
Yeah.
our stress? then? I think we've rested enough. We ate some food.
Nope. You cannot reduce
we-
your stress here. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah. I just want to ask. Oh,
No,
okay, okay.
I mentioned this last
And what
time. There are plenty of ways that you can do it. However, sitting out in an approaching storm, surrounded by the bodies of the dead in lands that were recently infested with undead after a fight, even with a bit of food after a short amount of time, not enough to recover stress. You are still,
Understood,
if you think about this in the situation that you're in, this is still a very stressful situation where you've just got out of a fight, you're in shit conditions, and you're about to go into the unknown. So this is not a peaceful, relaxing
The
situation.
Okay.
I think occasionally you can also still hear the yapping and howling of wolves.
And there's still
around us.
that's also true. There's still howling wolves around you in places as well. So yeah, it's really not a relaxing situation.
But we did
Okay.
take a short rest, right? I can click the thing that has short rest on it.
You can still take a short rest, yeah, absolutely, which will allow you to spend hit dice to recover some hit points. You can do that now.
Okay, cool.
Please feel free. Just you don't recover stress. This one.
Okay.
You're taking a breather, recovering a little bit
How to do
physically.
it?
But not
How do you
if you
roll
go onto
for
your
that,
character sheet and
Wait a
then
minute.
just under your
Oh.
picture, the little there's like a bed
I
option,
got
and
to
it's the
physically
first.
press roll for it to heal me. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, rest. Okay, there you go.
Oh.
I actually rest.
One of them is the first one's for a short rest. The second one's for a long rest. Obviously, you just want to hit the short rest, and then it will pop out with something.
The dice is automatic, is it? Because how to do it again?
Nice.
Oh, that's good one.
Nick, you too. You're injured.
Well,
I have a long rest and a short rest.
I'm the strongest in the
Okay.
village. I can dodge like the best, so I don't need a short rest. I can take these guys on single-handedly.
Nikki, don't. No.
We can though, so you should. So
We can lose you, Nikki.
don't
Don't overestimate yourself.
Oh, they're just
just roll some
bandits.
dice, man.
You
Just
just
roll
saw an
some dice.
undead wolf. I wrestled with an undead wolf.
Yeah, now you have
Yeah,
spider
and-
webs on your face, so like maybe take a rest, you know?
Take a rest.
I'm doing that.
Hey, Carl, what are you
Get some
doing?
hit
over
points
here?
back.
I think better stand. After finishing his meal, he went to A and asked what is doing, overseeing the cliffs. Oh, that's a good roll.
Hold back on that for a moment. I will approach you, I promise you, but I'm just trying to figure it out, and I'm messaging Ronan at the moment. So I appreciate
Okay, sure.
the enthusiasm, but yeah, just hold back on that for just 2 seconds.
Did we maybe quickly do the rites and the funeral then, if someone has something thought of that?
That would be
Yeah, I
a
know.
good
That's
thing
a
to
grave.
move to.
We've
I
done
think
the rites
Nikki
yet.
was sort of the driving force that wanted to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You want
yeah.
to do something then? Because I think
Yeah,
that would be
maybe
the last thing we do before we leave, right?
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
I don't have the plan really clear yet, so
Where
maybe
is
we
the
can
grave, though?
expand on that. So guys,
I'm not sure
the
where
plan
is
is
the grave.
we walk up to them, we say, "Hello, we're here. Can we talk to you?" And then they talk to us, and then we go investigate their strengths. And if they're weak, we just go, "Oonga boonga, we're gonna destroy you." Something like
I
that.
don't think
Is
that will
how-
be the words exactly, but
That's not exactly how we put it, but I guess that's technically the plan. We're going to walk up, try to talk to them, and if things can be solved peacefully, we should. But if it can't, then we're gonna have to fight.
And how are we
Probably kill
supposed to get up to them without getting an arrow in our chest first?
Well, we could always have Bernstein send his bird out and check on them, or Gobar could sneak around and try to spy a little bit, see if there are any snipers or anything.
I mean, I would do that even if you didn't ask me to.
Yeah,
we're
because
still
maybe,
making plans here.
yeah, a little. I'm a little concerned about that we can summarize our plan into 4 simple sentences like we sneak up to them, we talk to them, if they're weak enough, we kill them. That sounds a little bit concerning for a plan.
We're going to talk to them first, Nikki. We're going to try and have a civilized conversation first before we go all out killing.
Yeah, sure.
And although the plan seems simple, maybe to you, but sometimes a simple plan can sometimes be the best one.
I think she prefers the simple one.
If you're saying you've got this under control and you think, I got this conversation, I'm leaving it talking to you, guy.
Trust me, Nikki. Guy, really?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Master.
You work for Baz, yeah. I was like, Baz is literally your boss. It's like, hey guy, give me a raise. Like, you talk to your boss.
Yeah, she's just really upset that it's just 4 sentences for a plan.
It's not really 4 sentences. It's about like 6, really. Well, I'm sorry. Do you have a better plan, Nikki? Does Nikki have a better plan, huh? Does she?
Well, we could.
That's not just go in there and kill everyone.
No. We could at least take up a peace branch to approach them, showing we come in peace, we want to negotiate. And they might not first put an arrow in our heart.
First, we should scout out to see if they do have weapons about, and yeah, if they do, then we can do the peace branch thing. Although that might just look like we're surrendering.
I feel like
which
they
we're
definitely
not.
will have weapons because they're bandits and kill people. So I think that's a kind of avoid
we don't know
question
how.
that.
But we don't know how competent they are. We don't know if.
Well, yeah, that's not. Of course, they will definitely have weapons. Yeah, no.
I mean, like outside, like snipers and stuff outside, which is why we should send in Govar to sneak
Archers, you
around
mean?
for Bernstein's
Yes.
bird. Yeah, archers are.
Alright.
Or Bernstein's bird to check it out.
Sure. I'll just follow your lead. Go ahead. If you say smash, I smash.
Thank you, Nikki. Nikki's the Hulk. Like, we have an army, we have a Nikki.
I don't know.
Yes, true.
Oh,
true.
thank you, Baz. I like that compliment. Thank you. So that's how you keep
That's
your
what I'm
relationship
saying,
with your wife so healthy.
That's
You are
Palm Man
really
saying it.
buttery.
That's Palm Man saying it. Obviously, Baz didn't say that part. Baz obviously didn't make a friggin' reference to the Marvel, whatever.
I know.
You could have said, we have an army, we have a Nikki.
Vedestein, as you approach he turns to look at you. You need something from me.
Excuse me. What is it again?
Do you need something from me, Vedestein?
Oh, no, Michael. I'm just worried. What are you doing over here, away from everyone?
Glances down to
Just
the
a
group.
concern.
I'm
Yeah.
not far. The wolves will not approach with the fire. I'm watching the clouds. The gods are, I believe, watching us at the moment. Oh, I should talk to them before we depart. You came over here just for concern, or you need a question answered?
I think we should move on with our expedition as quickly as possible and move away from this place after the burial. This place is not good for us to stay that much longer.
That is, I think, not for you to say, nor for I to say in this matter.
Just raising a suggestion, Michael.
I understand. Let's rejoin the others. The funeral rites.
Okay.
So, is Nikki doing this? Doing this?
Alright.
He's a young berserker.
Before you continue with the funeral rites, I will watch over and observe. Guide you where I can for them. I have been watching the clouds, and I have seen much. I have seen teeth amongst the storm. The gods
That's probably
are watching, and they are demanding proof from us. I believe that it is time for this storm to carve us into what must be Nikki. We will follow your lead when we approach the bandits.
Oh. Nikki's least?
This is not a test
Wow.
from me. This is a test from the gods.
Wow. Alright. I will do my
Well,
best.
if the gods have decided, then on Nikki's lead.
I'll do my best, Carl. So first, to honor the gods and to not let them down, I think we should bury these bodies in honor. Please, everyone, gather a body, put it into the ground, but do not cover them with stones.
Refreshing beer.
Sorry, could you repeat
Sorry,
that last
second
bit?
Sorry, I was talking to someone else. What'd you say?
Just repeat the last bit, Nikki.
Oh, please put the bodies into the graves, but do not cover them with stones yet. Or,
Do not cover them, okay.
Ah,
Not yet.
I
but-
will.
Yeah.
Everyone's put a body in a hole.
It's the grave again.
How many people do we have to bury anyways?
I knew you were.
I think a number.
I knew you were going. I have completely forgotten how many exactly there were. Honestly, I think it was 4. I think the group was originally. It's
Does it
either
matter?
4 or 6. It's
Just say a random number, guy. It doesn't matter.
well, so it does matter partially, and the reason for that is because I know at least in the last session you were double checking the story that you were told. It did add up to the amount of people that were here and the amount of people you were told would be here, etc. I don't remember how many that was, but let's, for the sake of this, say there was 4.
I also I wanted to check if there were any bandit bodies. I think I kind of forgot about that as well, but I wanted to check for that as well if there were any sort of if a bandit also
There's
bit the
not.
dust. No,
There's not.
Ooh,
Yeah,
what
there's
is
not
it?
many.
kill death ratio currently apparently that's not great. That's very
Well, I mean,
Would
keep in
not bite
mind
the
that
dust.
it either means that none of the bandits fell, which, in fairness, if it was a completely surprise attack, they may have killed a lot of them before anything happened. Or if a bandit was killed, they've taken the body with them.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Also
I
possible.
don't think they just leave one of their own there.
Oh, I mean,
It's like, well, you died. See you later.
Yeah.
sounds
Either
pretty
way.
normal to Gova. Why are you shaking like that, Yes? What's happening?
Come on. My token is moving. I didn't mean to move my token.
I mean, maybe that tells you something. I don't know. You know, what can we gain from this information? Not the token.
I thought you were talking about the token moving.
No, I meant them not doing what Golfer would do. I don't know.
Yeah,
Golvar is a dick.
that is
That's
a
what we
very
learned.
interesting fact. But again, it could also be just the one died. You know.
Or Golvar is a dick.
Could be
That's
that
what
too. Yeah. With that said, Ulf helps a couple of you also as the bodies are moved and put into the graves, and everybody sort of stands back just a little and looks to you, Nikki.
Yeah. To guide these souls into the afterlife, we should provide them with something to ease their journey. So she takes out her 2 hatchets, and she puts her first hatchet into the first grave, the second one into the second grave. And with each she says, "Here, I give you this, so you may defend yourself in the afterlife." The third one, she takes out 10 hex silver. She puts it into the hands of the third person, and she said,
And hex.
"You were a merchant in this life. Please, be a merchant in the next life, even more prosperous. Here is your starting fortune to continue trading."
No.
At the fourth one,
Yeah,
she turns to the rest of the group. Do you also want to provide some guidance to the dead?
yeah, Baz is gonna give them 5 hex silver.
5 hex silver. Good.
We have 2 more. Does anyone step forward? Otherwise, Nikki will.
Wettestein, I think Wettestein would approach the last dead one, the last corpse, I guess. In the All Father's eyes, I grant this dead my long axe, and he use it well in his next life.
Sense. Baz is gonna elbow Golvar. Ahem.
I'm gonna remove my long axe from my inventory.
Please do.
This is enough already.
I was gonna elbow Golvar, be like, ahem. Just point at the dead bodies.
So how are you doing this over like oof? That's crazy. Long elbow.
Oh,
Oh, what? Am I not next to you? Oh, I thought it was next to you. Sorry.
No, that's the wrong person. Oh, okay.
You step around. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's not.
Yeah, I stepped
Yeah,
around.
yeah, it's okay.
Stepped
This
around.
is
elbowed
this
Golvar.
enough already? I mean, they all got something, no?
At least give one.
1 hex silver.
Ulf looks to you, Nikki. I didn't bring any hack silver with me. I didn't think would be much chance to spend it. But he does sort of smirk a little bit as he pulls out quite a nice knife.
Oh my god! Just
I know I said that.
Culver's knife. Oh my god!
Don't make me a grave robber, Wolf. Don't make me do this.
Ulf looks to you and smirks, and looks back to you, Nikki. I didn't bring anything that I don't need.
Alright.
Okay.
That is fair.
I guess. If I'm already getting prodded into this, I guess. So steps forward, and there's like one. Does like look one? I don't know. He just like walks up to a random one. Like he takes out a single dice and just like maybe this will give you some luck for the next life. Something. Just puts like one single dice, sort of like with the 6 up onto one of the bodies. I don't know. So he takes it.
You're actually giving something.
And Nikki steps in and also passes 3 hex silver next to it. So, with the luck of the die and the starting fortune, you may gamble your wealth back in the afterlife. Go now. And she signals you to
Put the rocks on
the ground over the bodies to seal them.
Alright.
And she also helps with them.
And the rocks on the bodies.
All right.
And then, as they are in the ground, she turns to you and she says, "Today, we stand upon hallowed ground to bid farewell to those who crossed the continents, undoubtedly endured many hardships and traded far and wide. These people were pillars of Ishkloft, linking our lands to distant realms and bringing wealth and stories from afar. They brought joy and laughter wherever they went. Let us remember them forever in our hearts. The journey must have been epic sagas of survival and tenacity. Each step they took was a testament to their faith in the gods and their own adventurous spirit. Rapidly traversed endless plain with nothing but snow as far as the eye could see. They crossed treacherous lands, risking their lives, and faced the unknown with the heart of a warrior. For their spirit, we pay homage today. However, these brave souls could have experienced so much more were it not for those vile savages that brought an abrupt end to their epic tale. Those bandits ambushed them like cowards, murdered them in cold blood, leaving them to the wolves and the worms, thus bearing their passage through the afterlife. They will have to pay for what they did. Let us chase them until they are out of our reach into the afterlife." She takes a moment to calm herself. And now, let us conclude our tributes. Let us offer a prayer to the gods of our forefathers. Great Odin, wise and all-seeing, watch over these brave souls. Guide them on their last journey, just as you guided them through the greatest perils in this life. Welcome them into the halls of Valhalla, where they may feast and find rest among the heroes. Fair Freya, envelop them in your love and serenity, bringing comfort to their souls and to those they leave behind. May they find solace in your embrace as their spirits join the eternal dance in the heavens. May Thor's hammer protect them, may Loki's cunning guide them, and may the blessings of all the gods be upon them. So, we honor them, With respect, with love, with remembrance. Farewell, noble merchants, until we meet again in the realm of the gods.
Amen.
And she
Sorry.
stands
I hope you
with her
start
highlights
clapping.
and
It was really good.
There's no amen.
No,
Ulf will
that's
lean
not
over
amen.
to Golvar and just go, we didn't actually know these merchants, right?
No, not at all. I have no idea who these people
That's just like shh.
are. Oh, okay.
It was very moving, but
I was.
I can't wait to die at this point.
If that's what awaits me, that's actually quite impressive.
Um,
You don't get
Nick,
this.
that was-
You don't get this
that-
in the north. You don't get this in the north at all.
What do they do in the north?
They leave you there, but you die. Unless you're lucky enough around the village. You died somewhere close to it. But otherwise, there's so much going on up there that you don't really get much.
Are you two done being insensitive?
I heard that they eat you in the north. Is that not a thing? He says this a bit louder, sort of bringing everyone into the conversation at this point.
What? I mean, no.
Well, you
What did I know?
that cannibalism is ritualistic amongst the Olfordnar, which are the nomadic tribes of the north.
I
But
I know that, but I still deny it because
Yeah,
I
no,
feel
that's
like that
okay,
would be
that's
awkward right now. No,
Good job, Nikki.
Yes, thank you, Nikki.
yeah,
That beautiful, whatever it's called. I forgot the word. Dang it.
right.
funeral one. Yeah.
Eulogy,
Okay.
that's what it's called.
Oh.
Let's avenge these guys. Let's go. And
You
she
heard
said
her.
so.
Nikki,
to the
Nikki,
southeast.
wait for a second.
Oh,
Sorry, just before we head, 2 seconds. Wait, one more. I'll jump to you in a moment, Baz. Sorry, because I think you wanted to say something. But just before we get to there, Nick, I really enjoyed that. I've given you an inspiration, which allows you to reread. Do you know how those work? DM inspiration. Cool.
Yeah, advantage.
That's fine. On top of that, because it was a very well done funeral, I'm going to say, on the off chance that you have to make a new character, you will get one weird die off the bat.
Oh,
a what die?
So,
excuse me. Sorry.
okay.
What?
A weird die, WYRD.
Weird die.
These are basically portent dice, if you know what those are. So, but the whole idea is that if you lose your character, if you have when you make your new character, you start back with potentially up to 8. A bunch. You can start with a bunch of weird die, basically. There are criteria for it. So if you have a proper funeral, for every ally that recites like a poem or a story about you at the funeral, if there is a seed ear presence, if an enemy speaks well of you, if there's hack silver equal to 100 times the character's level spent on the funeral sacrifices, all of these are things that basically slightly power up your next character.
Oh.
And I'm just saying that should you unfortunately have to make a new character, you will start with an automatic point.
I hope Nikki doesn't die.
I mean, me too, which is why you also get an inspiration. But, just as an added...
Well, she doesn't have a berserker gang anymore today, so like, there's a higher chance that she could fucking die today. So
Baz will let that happen. He'll protect his young students. Stop Nikki from running into danger, like I know she'll probably will.
All right.
Yeah.
Baz, were you wanting to say something before I interrupted you?
Yes, because that's gonna stop Nikki from running off. Like, wait, should we get back into the formation that we had when we were, walked before we got attacked by the wolves? I in the
I
middle,
wanted them back.
Ulf and Baz in the front, Nikki and Bernstein in the back.
Yeah, thanks, Baz. Good idea. I got carried away.
Yes, thank you.
Please, Gulfar, lead the way. We don't do it
there's not
fast,
this. Oh,
but
sorry.
we also won't go slow because of the snow. They probably can hardly see us, but we also shouldn't be ambushed. So let's just continue at normal pace until we spot something. Let's go! Go, Gulfar! Let's get it!
Go, go.
Gomar sneaking around was also part of the formation. I guess he wasn't in the formation, he was just sneaking around.
Well, there's not much to leading yet. I think when we're just starting off on the tracks, we can clearly see. I don't think I need to do much yet.
Well, go ahead and make me a. I would like a check from you as you begin to follow the tracks either way. This would be a world-wise from you, please, Gulvar.
All right then. Hold on a second. One moment.
Okay.
No, family stuff. Eric and I said hi and whatnot. All right, world-wise. All right.
Yes, please.
That's all right.
Very good,
Solid.
Jessica.
Ooh, good one.
Very
Never
nice.
mind, you got
Very
it.
good eye.
All right. Oh, as we go.
You moved me.
I didn't do that. All right.
How could you?
You you begin to follow the tracks beneath the churned up snow and the scattered blood. You find broad prints, clearly booted, bold, heavy. Some drag marks as well from moving some of the cargo, it would seem. And they head through the forest. It grows tighter with almost every step as you trudge deeper and deeper in. The ground is uneven, and there's often rocks underfoot that put you at real risk of sort of twisting an ankle as you make your way through. It means that the actual travel here is slow going, although it does provide you a little bit of shelter from the worst of the winds as they whip around the trees. The trail is still relatively fresh, deep from the weight of many with wide, purposeful strides as they have seemingly traversed this terrain before. These are not the tracks of anybody that was fleeing, quite obviously. This is more of a march. As you continue, the wind keens, sharpens, as if wounded itself. It scours your cheeks as it blows past you, rakes through the pine trees and flings almost like daggers of ice into you as you are pushing through. You're squinting, trying to make view of this as the storm gets worse. Snow blinds you in its bursts, and then you see bones. A rib cage hung with twine, swaying, teeth strung on sinew, charms, markers, and warnings strung up amongst the trees, chattering like wind chimes. They creak in rhythm and a hymn for the dead.
I think we may be getting close to the bandits, but I'm not sure.
There is something in these
It's
woods
just-
for sure. Everybody go
It's
ahead and
just
roll me
some
a perception
random
roll, please.
Perception.
Perception.
Perception?
Use your eyes.
Alright, hold on. Where's my perception? There it is. Oh yeah, now I get a good roll, but I'm not proficient in this game.
Ooh, nap 20.
That's cool.
Let's roll the nat 20, nice.
Of course,
So
this guy
good.
had to show me off again. You know, it's like apparently I was like, all right, dude, well, this fucking guy was like, oh, I can do better than that.
He sees you just really paying attention. He's like, no.
Son of a bitch.
I think he got one more than you. Did he?
Yeah.
No, exactly one more.
Old for
That's
the competitive.
amazing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Nikki, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I feel like maybe you're too concerned with everybody else, with like the people, as opposed to the world outside, just making sure everybody's still together. And
Yeah, and also just consumed by the funeral just moments ago. It's still going through her mind, and also she can't see anything because she's walking in the back.
Oh, yeah, I
So
see.
she
I see.
just
Bernstein, he got 16.
following the back before her, trotting along, being in her own mind. Yeah.
to everybody apart from Nikki, who is a little bit distracted at the moment. You hear a loud, very distinctive sound. It almost rumbles through your bones as you feel it. As you hear thunder.
Is it gonna rain?
But distinctly as you look into the sky, peering through the canopy of the pine trees, there is no lightning to accompany this.
That's magic lightning.
Well, that could be
gonna
because
be
it's
massive
very just very
lightning.
distant, right? Very
Sure.
distant.
Is it a booming sound or is it a crackling sound?
Isn't booming thunder?
Vedestein, roll me a lore wise.
Oh. This be a good roll. I can
Close
roll
to the
good.
20.
Yeah, almost.
I don't know what it is.
Got a 12.
It cracks across the sky. It sounds like thunder. It sort of rumbles and shakes and continues for a few moments. Like a rolling thunder across the sky just for a moment. It does sound distant though. That is fair to say.
We're gonna walk towards it.
It's impossible to get a bearing on which direction it comes from. It just very much feels like the world shaking around you. Ulf, however, who is at the front with Golvar and Baz, I think will lean a bit closer to Golvar, although Baz, you will hear this just because you're up the front with them. That doesn't sound right. You know what makes that
No,
noise?
it doesn't.
don't you?
Do I?
Go ahead and give me a lore-wise check as well. The DC for you will be a bit higher than it is for Armand Vedestein.
I also do lore wise because I can like hear.
Yeah,
Nothing, so
that will not hit it, I'm afraid.
We don't know what
Alright.
it is.
let me click lore wise.
That's it.
Really?
No, I just go go back to it's like so like confidently go like no actually no I don't know.
Really,
what
game?
what does make that noise?
Lord Almighty. What is
Still
wrong
trying to
with
be
my rock?
So like I'm
Understand.
confidently sort of looking like I'm about to like answer that, but I'm just like no actually what does every noise? I don't know.
That's just has no idea, I guess.
Tell
Blame
me,
Mel for this.
he's
Unluckiness rubbed up on me.
Okay, jeez man, it's good.
Bass is just annoyed at this point. And you,
God. Oh man's annoyed at this point. I'm talking.
Ulf is amused by your annoyance, honestly, more than anything. And you can see he's about to answer you when something distracts him.
Oh,
Oh.
And with the 22, oh shit! I've just realized I rolled performance, not perception, which is
Idiot.
that's a common mistake, honestly.
Ah.
I remember I have done that in the
it
past
is.
too. It's right, that, you know.
Oh no.
which
they both got
actually
hurt.
makes his check. Do you know what that makes his check, Mel?
21.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
There. It's low.
We're tied.
That's
Because it's -2 apparently.
Yep. He's wearing a
Well,
helmet.
actually, Ulf didn't
Oh
see
yeah,
shit.
the helmet. That's why I'm not wearing a helmet.
That's fair.
think
No,
out of
I would also
character-
say the roll before because we've
Yeah,
moved
of
past
course.
it at this point. I didn't notice.
okay. Understood.
It's still just one
Didn't see
lower, but
shit.
I will say that with that 21, you see this at the same time. Godfar. Because otherwise, it's a bit unfair. But you can see that he is about to sort of reply as you take another trudge, stepping up onto a larger stone, sort of pulling yourself up. When you see the tree line break, and what you see is a small clearing in the tree line, but more noticeably, what you see is a small rocky cliff with a cave opening. And just very, very faintly, you can hear you hear the sounds of low, hushed voices coming from inside the cave. There is something else that you spot, Golvar. With a 21, you also see, and it is very lucky that you rolled high because nobody else spots this at the moment, because of your expertise, shall we say. You see an area of the ground where the tracks divert just a little in a kind of bizarre route. It takes you a minute to try and figure out why they've diverted from the usual path. And then you realize that there are traps here. Yeah, they have tried to avoid an area where clearly there is a trap set up. It's been very well hidden, and with the heavy snowfall, it would be very easy to miss it. But with your 21, you certainly do not.
Sort of halt the group, or so point over to the cave and then sort of point to the ground in front of us. Well, I think we got into our destination, but they seem to have at least prepared some surprises for us. And I sort of point at the area there are traps about under the snow.
What kind of traps? Just like a weird rope or like a bear trap or something? They have bear traps
since the tree line has broken, I assume that's more like something along the lines of bear traps or maybe pitfalls.
Pitfall is most likely, from what you can tell, yeah.
Yes.
There's one way to learn. I guess Baz throw a rock into that area.
No, shh! You don't want to trigger them, they're gonna notice that.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
Maybe.
You're like,
we just.
Well, you don't know what kind of trap. You don't know what kind of trap it is.
But we don't need to know if we just go around it.
As long as we don't trigger it, we don't care what type.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
You're that curious. We can poke it with a spear after the. Oh no, maybe not dead.
After we are done with whatever we want to do.
Yeah.
So, you can check it out then.
But I wanted to know. Not bad as Palm Man wants to.
Well, I mean, I sort of turn around towards Nikki. Well, you're currently, according to the gods, the leader at the moment, so.
Yeah. Gulvar, you spotted these tracks, right? Can you try to follow those tracks around the pit and maybe sneak to the edge of the cave and take a peek inside of how many there are? Just trying to be as stealthy as you can possibly be.
Alright. Well,
if something goes wrong, just
run.
Get back immediately. We're waiting here for you.
I mean, I would do that anyways, but yeah, I think I can do that. Just, in case there's any more sudden ambush wolves, you got my back, right?
What if, Nikki, let me send my raven ahead towards the cave instead of
I was gonna say something about that. Maybe he shits in the bird before we send in a person.
The problem with the bird is, I feel like the bird was very obvious, especially in the cave.
And big old Gobar will not be obvious in a cave.
Well, I'm just saying that,
you know what's really unsuspicious?
I just don't want
a whole ass person.
I'm just.
Guys.
What I'm trying to. Thank you.
Thanks.
I'm trying to say this real quick. I just want to say that, no offense to the intelligence of your bird, but a bird is a bird. So, I feel like there's a little bit of certain decision making the bird can't make that I could make.
Well, you like competitions, right? Let's first have the bird have a chance of seeing something, and then you can try.
Sure. All right.
I mean,
well,
to be fair,
I'm fine with that.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure the bird might have higher intelligence than you do. That says under his breath, very loudly though, pretending he's saying it quietly, but very much saying it loudly.
All right. Either way, I'm fine with that if you say so. You can see what the bird sees first.
As the bird.
That is fine. Carry on.
Bird is the word. Oh well, a bird.
Yeah, go ahead. No, you want it sounded like you were going to describe. Go ahead, and I'll carry on from there.
Wetterstein called upon his bird. Oh, lovely Raven. see ahead before us and see for any any living creature that may inhabit the caves ahead. And he released the bird towards the air, and the bird flew towards the cave, just avoiding all the traps laid on the ground.
Yeah. Totally fair. All right. As you
Your
all
turn,
watch
Gulpa.
from the tree line, as you're still sort of just under the ridge, you can peek up and see. You see as the bird flaps, flying between the branches of the pine trees and make its way out into the clearing, gaining altitude as it flaps up, beginning to circle. To begin with, there's a couple of things I would like you to do. Firstly, go ahead and roll me just a straight D20 for me.
Oh, D20.
This is technically a perception check, and the Raven has a +3 modifier. Yeah, that's nice.
17.
For a 20, I'm just checking the intelligence as well to see if it is smarter than Gold. No.
Nice.
I
Silver,
thought it
you
was a
are
joke.
significantly more intelligent than the Raven.
I appreciate you didn't need to confirm that. I was kind of aware I would be kind of
That
wild.
might be the biggest surprise of this campaign. Are you kidding me?
I don't. All right,
Might
man.
be the biggest plot twist of this story.
As you watch and wait, the wind continues to howl. The snow continues to fall as you wait for a report back from the Raven. It shouldn't be too long. But in this moment, we are going to go ahead and take a quick break. I'm busting for a piss.
Oh, okay.
So, let's take a quick break.
Okay.
10 minutes, and
break.
we'll be back. Not useful to anyone anymore. Welcome back, everybody. Let me drop Mal a message before we get going.
Yo.
There you go. Now you're back.
We're back
Mm-hmm.
in action.
Alright. The Raven was going to spot something in the cave. That's where we left, right?
Potentially, yes.
Yeah.
The cave itself. If everybody's good to go, sorry.
Have we started?
The cave itself, you see as the Raven does a few sort of swoops. You see as it does its best to get as close as possible. It tries to see, circles the area a little bit. Does its best to follow orders in this instance and to get an idea of how many people are inside the cave. Go ahead and roll me another flat d20, please. This will be like an investigation roll for the Raven.
Is the Raven not going in the cave?
Well, that was my next question: is do you want the Raven to actually go into the cave?
Would there be lighting inside the cave though that the Raven can see? Because I know Ravens don't see through the darkness. They don't have dark vision.
Correct.
It's just a normal Raven, just like smarter than others.
I'm sorry. So what's the question?
Cave dark. Because I'm sure that Raven cannot see through the darkness.
Correct.
If the cave is dark, the Raven
Oh,
would
I see.
be
Is the cave
hovering
dark?
around
Is the
the
question.
entrance.
No. From what you can see, as you get the first glimpses, there is a like an orange flicker from inside the cave. So presumably they have some sort of flame, whether it be a torch or something. But there is some form of light source inside of the cave.
And I'm sending in the cave, the Raven. Then.
Okay. Roll me another d20, please.
Another D20.
This is the Raven.
Ooh, the Raven rolls better than me.
Than me? Yes.
Just double checking that. Give me
It's my mic.
seconds.
Okay.
Talk amongst yourselves for a moment as you wait for the Raven's return. I'll be 2 seconds.
You didn't see us using the Raven to go into the cave.
Go on. Telling the Raven.
So who wants to talk?
Well, I would like to ask Wolf something, but he said, like, talk amongst us, which I assume doesn't include him since he plays Wolf. So, like, I would just ask him and get something, you know? So I'm waiting until he's good.
Well, actually, I want to talk to Nikki, or Baz wants to talk to Nikki.
Alright, tell me what's the question.
So Baz is just gonna walk over to Nikki and put like a hand on her shoulder and be like, Nikki, I know from your, I heard from your speech that you do want to, if we do find bandits in here, you do want to kill them. I understand that you're probably angry, and well, trust me, I am too. I believe that killing people who are not armed and who do not fight is just for money and objects. It's cowardly. It's cowardly. But I don't believe you should just run in and try and fight them or try and kill them first battle. And just as a
No.
first solution to this problem for these bandits, if there are some in this cave.
No. I don't intend to rush into it and maybe to our doom. I'm not intending. I don't want to lie beneath or beside the bodies we just buried. So I'm glad you give me advice because I can really need it. I don't have really leadership experience.
Gods have decided that you would, and I do not want to disagree with the gods. I do believe that they know that. I do believe that they are correct in making you the leader. You have a lot of qualities that would that are good for a leader, but you are still young and have not seen much of the world. So I'm only a little worried. Yes.
Yeah,
I will trust you, though, as we go in. Just know this. I trust you, and whatever decision you make, just hope that this decision that you do make is not clouded by anger or the need for revenge.
No,
Okay.
but the law, the eternal law, even if it's not written down, requires that justice will prevail. So those bandits must pay. I'm not saying they must pay now, but they must pay someday. But
And they
I'll
will.
gladly take your advice on what would you do if you were in my shoes and we were out here by the cave. What would you do in my shoes?
I do think sending in the ring was a good idea, but I would still believe that we could try to talk to them first and maybe solve this diplomatically before we go straight into killing them.
Yeah, I would like to do that.
Murder
Would you like to be the spokesman of our group, please? Because A seems a little,
distracted,
like he's
yes.
preoccupied with something. Like something else is catching his attention and needs his full attention. So maybe you do the honor of speaking with them.
If you would
Would
allow
you do
me
that?
that. Thank you, Nikki. I will take you up on that offer.
Thanks. I'm glad that you're by my side, Master Boss.
Of course. I can't just have my student walking into something she's not ready for.
Thanks.
Not to say you aren't ready for this. Not to say you aren't ready for this. I'm just saying that you know what I'm trying to say.
Thank you, Master. And she gives you a hug. Thank you.
And that just gives her a little pat on the back, like, thank you, Nikki.
And then she just stops like, Peterstein, did you see something?
Wait for the DM. Tell us if this raven.
Yeah, that's right. I've just figured something out.
Did the raven die? What is in there?
Never comes back out.
Would be amusing.
We just say like, oh, nice bird, free food. We just hear from the cave coming in. Oh, shit, I was getting hungry.
Yeah, free food. Wow.
Zombie raven. Ah.
Yeah, we gotta get to fight zombie raven now.
Well, let's find out. You do hear as there is a cry inside, just like a shout, no words, just and a loud clatter as something is knocked over, followed by laughing and cheering. Moments later, a very panicked-looking raven flaps and flees from the cave, heading back towards you. And in this moment, as the raven heads back towards you, you see somebody exiting the cave. I firstly need everybody to roll me a stealth roll, please.
Oh yeah, stealth. That's totally my expertise. I'm so good at stealth.
Double nice is very impressive.
I'm so good at stealth.
Stealth is it? Stealth. Oh, I'm not good at stealth.
9. Keep in mind, depending on armor,
So-
you may have disadvantage. Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's why Baz rolled disadvantages too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was disadvantaged.
Let's hope it's an average.
Still got a higher roll than Bernstein, which is funny.
8.
I
Alright,
think
we're
because
gonna
the
roll
Raven
for Ulf.
Uh-uh.
Ulf, you bastard.
Do we get a little of a cover bonus because of the hill that you mentioned earlier?
Oh, damn, Ulf.
Nice one, Ulf.
Yeah.
Ooh.
He has disadvantage, he still got 16.
Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. Especially
Boss.
tie rolls.
Especially with me, because I can't roll for shit this game.
And we're gonna roll from A as well.
Sure. Same.
You will get a little bit
I
of
guess
cover.
it's all. Okay.
If it will be enough, we'll see, I guess. Ooh.
Well, typically perception isn't very high, and we've got some pretty high rolls in there.
It's all over the place. It's high, low, high-ish, low. Quite the roller coaster.
That starts rolling high. You're all gonna be.
Oh,
Trouble.
God. Okay. The average comes out of 14.6.
We round up, right?
Hmm?
We round up, right?
Technically, everything is rounded down unless specified otherwise. I actually keep it as a decimal, just because that way I feel like if they get a 14, they don't see you, and if it's a 15,
Oh.
they do, and then it's
Fair enough.
very clear cut. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Roundy's nuts.
As this happens, you see a Drengia step out. As they step out, there's a few things you notice. They've let me pop this up. I'm gonna roll from
Dragon one.
What's a Drango again? A zombie, is it?
Rengia is like it's just a fighter.
a Drengia just means fighter.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Like he's clearly, I guess we can just clearly tell he's a warrior.
He's a warrior, okay.
Oh,
He has some armor, probably a weapon at his side.
13, I guess, is a number.
Looks like a Drangiel, right?
I don't know what that is. That's a warrior, you said. Yeah, a Dragooly.
Ulf is invisible to some of you. There we go.
Well, it's good that he's invisible, because he's hiding.
Well, he's because of the way that Foundry does it, if they are hostile to you and hiding, you can't see them. He was set as hostile to you, which is not correct. So you can see them. But if they're allied to you and hiding, you should be able to see them.
That was good. Perception sadly not as lucky.
I don't know.
I'm gonna roll for
It'd be
A.
bad to hostile to him.
Vedestein, go ahead and click the dice in the chat for me, please.
Excuse me? What do I do again?
Click the dice that's in the chat. You should see one in there.
Take the dice in the chat. That's a... Oh, this one. Okay.
The only dice there.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh,
that
well,
didn't
could be
go
better.
goddamn. NPCs again.
Yeah.
you got the second the highest. And I, who isn't even here, got the highest.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You'll see as A is not being quite as stealthy. hence the roll. But he's trying to get a peek at the Drengir. And there's a few things he mutters very much to all of you, for you two over here. But just sort of observations on this. He mutters, they're well equipped. They appear to be... Well, I wouldn't call that a bandit. That is a raider.
That's what I thought.
Ooh, raiders. Those are bad. Those are worse than bandits because they
usually have better experience and
he will shuffle down again. Usually, if we use the term bandit, it implies somebody that has no other option. There's turned to theft or crime in order to sustain themselves. Raiders are those that go out and seek battle, that will plunder and steal. Not all raiders are those that have necessarily chosen the life, but a lot of them are. And a lot of them are far more skilled than your normal bandit.
It seems like maybe my theory was correct. Maybe they, during the recent storms, potentially got ashore somewhere nearby and have been around since then.
I still believe maybe talking could work, but Basilisk to Nikki's. So what do we do now?
Everybody hide. If he
already
comes
doing this.
walking to us, we just wave our peace branch and hope he doesn't shoot us at first sight. And then you're up, Baz.
Alright, I guess
that's where we're gonna hide.
So just keep
Let's
on
see
hiding.
if he comes closer.
You see as this individual sort of backs into the room a little more.
Alright. He's back again. How long did it take before he went into the cave again? Was it just...
He looked around for, I would say, maybe 30 seconds, enough for you to exchange a few words. But it looks around, as best you can tell, he hasn't seen you. If you don't trust me, you can roll an insight.
I believe you. No, we have to roll insight to trust you, the DM.
No. Roll insight to see if he's maybe he has seen you and he's just like trying to play it off as not seen you.
I think I would have kept an eye on that, so I would just try.
Sure.
Just see if
Mel's
there's something up
sensible.
there.
He doesn't trust me. No, with the 15 insight.
You have lied plenty of times to me.
For good reason. No, with the 15 insight,
exactly.
he scours the woods, outside of the clearing, but the weather conditions are fierce at the moment. The snow is falling heavily. It doesn't seem to you that he did see anything. And so he's clearly watching. I will actually say with that insight, I'm actually going to give you just a little bit more. You can see that he still has a hatchet in hand as he's watching. You actually get the sense that as more than watching for maybe attacks, he's watching to see if the raven will return, so you can try and hit it again.
Nice.
Yeah.
Alright, guys. What do you think we should do next?
Well, if you would allow me to voice my plan.
Well,
yeah.
I'm still not the best at plans, but here's what I'm thinking of. Maybe you all hide still behind these trees. I go out with the branch and wave the flag or whatever, and wave the branch out and say, I come alone, I come in peace, and try to talk to them. And if things go sour, you all jump out and help me, kill them.
Well,
Just
first
so,
off, the raven should come back at some point, right? Like, I mean, it got spooked, but it surely has seen some things, right, inside the cave.
Oh, I do apologize. You are 100% spot on. The raven did come back already, as it will come back. It finds a small stone nearby where you are standing, and it is going to tap on the stone 5 times.
5
Ooh,
Yes,
nice
that's
people.
combination.
At least that's what it's on, right?
Yes, that's
So let
probably-
the sign explain to them what the 5 taps mean. There's
5
5
enemies.
people in. There's 5 creature in the cave.
Can I assume that's much as context clues? I would have been surprised if it was something else.
5 taps means it's on the dragon.
That would have been wild. But alright, 5 people. Alright.
Okay, we can work with that. But
That-
maybe
that was
we
my-
shouldn't all hide. Maybe we should all show ourselves. Lay our arms on the ground, just to show. We're here to
No,
talk.
that puts his hand on. While I see where you're coming from, that they should, but I don't believe we should put our weapons down, just in case they are dangerous and they do just try to attack us. We should
Well,
still have
just
a
lay them on the
weapon.
ground. We can pick them up any moment.
Yeah,
Still-
that might
still
be
not-
already too much time we give them for an advantage.
It's still a little too risky. If you would like to come out with me, we could have 2 people out and the rest stay back. And once things get dicey, they can jump out. But I feel like we should keep. I feel like some of us should stay hidden, so in case something bad does happen,
But
we have the
am I-
element of surprise.
Alright, let's do that. That sounds like a good plan. Alright, I'm
Alright.
coming with you, Brad.
If you say so.
But let's not walk into the trap field. Just
No.
Goofar, can you spot where the field of traps begins? Because
Can I point them out to him?
There's not many traps, to be clear. You see a few, but they're all on the edge of the woods. For the sake of the game, because you've spotted them, effectively just consider there's no traps, and you've seen them, you've spotted them, you know where they are at this point.
But what if we want to push one of them during a fight into a trap?
That sounds.
Sure.
We
Okay.
can't.
Let me see if I can. I'll mark a few random locations on here for you.
Yeah, well, they want to push us into a trap during the fight. You know?
We have to roll a.
I mean, I thought you guys wanted to talk about it.
Kill us.
Oh, I don't believe that it's actually gonna happen peacefully. Like, I don't believe that.
Wow.
I-
Okay.
Believe in the power of diplomacy, Mel. Okay, it's gonna be fine.
Oh yeah,
can
they
roll
gave the traders a lot of diplomacy. Like, I'm sure they did that. So like,
Believe-
they're really into the whole diplomacy things. These raiders,
Believe
they
in the
love
talk
that.
no jutsu. Believe in the talk no jutsu. Okay.
Yeah, they're
Naruto
gonna
believe
love
it.
the whole diplomacy bit.
well, they're warriors, and warriors are
Kill random
No,
traders on
come
the
on.
streets.
We're warriors. We don't kill random traders in the street.
We do in
let's hope
Viking.
they have a shred of honor left, and they won't.
Well, it's
Outside
fine.
of
You can try to appeal to that. That's all right. I'm just saying, like, I don't see this going anywhere else besides bloodshed.
You should at least
But
try.
of course, you can try. Yeah, it's it's your decision. It's your decision. I'm gonna be, after I pointed all the traps out to them, I'm gonna be somewhere over there. I think.
Hi. That's right.
You know,
Let
Yes,
me
it's
let
a
me
hi.
mark.
I'll be around. I will be around.
I'm gonna mark a couple of just red crosses on the ground. Don't step on these.
I'll tell them what to do. I'll step on whatever I want.
Oh no, please do. You're fine. Come on.
It's not an X.
I realized after I said that basically putting an X there means I need 2 lines and a circle just 1. So.
Yeah, I was about to question that, but I was kind of like, no, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, that's fine. It's not that important. But there we go. That's all of them. I'm gonna put one.
All right. Yeah, I'll point those out, and I sort of head to the side to get into position. I hopefully can do some damage potentially at some point
If we need
if it comes to it.
Alright, so for now, should me and Nikki just walk up to like the front of the cave and shout to them, I guess, and be like, "Hey, we come in peace." Blah blah blah.
The moment you break from this small ridge that you're under, you will be seen. Your average was 14.6, and he rolled a 14 when he was looking for you. Just as a fun fact for you there.
I assume my
Yeah,
individual stealth is fine. I could like move up sneakily a little bit further.
Yeah, you can move a bit further forward. That's fine. I would ask not. Yeah, where you are there is fine. I don't think you can get much beyond that without breaking cover.
What about this
Yeah.
bush? What about this bush?
No. I gotta draw a line
Fine.
somewhere. Yeah.
It's okay.
All right. So we've got Baz and Nikki going up. Is that correct?
Yeah, Baz and Nikki are going up with the branch, I guess, like, and with our hands up, I guess, to show we're not showing any harm to them.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm waving the peace branch around just to
So
show.
the peace branch.
Yeah, probably go to like the opening there. So like I feel like this is sort of like a nice sort of
Yeah, maybe here.
exactly here this area.
Yeah, let's not come too close. Maybe
Let's.
this.
Well, so I was more
right.
saying not too far away from the others down there. We're still hiding,
Well,
Yeah, let's do this. Maybe one step back.
As you, the moment you step out of step out of the tree line, I'm going to take your head off you because it just makes things a bit weird here. But the moment you step out of the tree line, you see as one of them, the one steps forward and shouts, "Company!" And you see as you hear like the scuffling of people grabbing shields and weapons inside. As he takes a step forward and for the moment just watches you out of interest. You see,
Master screams, "We go in peace."
you see
Waving the peace branch around.
one of them moves out and like hands a shield up to the one that's outside that obviously didn't have it on him before. And are you lost? What sort of peace do you want us to offer you? Eternal?
We just want to talk.
All right,
Here.
talk then, please.
We came from a camp. We were investigating a camp that was attacked by bandits. Someone said, "Was that you?"
Bandits? I'm not a bandit. I will be on the lookout, though. Thank you for this information. I would hate for bandits to try and sneak up on us.
Yes, you did not answer my question of did you attack a camp at any points recently?
That wasn't your question. You asked if I was a bandit. I answered, I'm not a
I
bandit.
suppose so, but did you attack a camp?
He looks around to the people with him briefly and oh god, a camp. Where was this camp?
Not too far from here.
Any direction?
I don't remember what direction it was, DM.
It was west of here.
West of here, that says.
Camp west of here. And they were merchants, you said?
No, I never said what they were.
Oh, damn. Game's up. Yes, we did attack the merchants on the road, but I have a good reason for it before you have any qualms with me. They owed me a blood price.
Blood price?
One of those traders killed my brother. So they owed me sack silver for his blood. They refused to pay it. I took blood.
You decided to kill all of them and not just the one who killed your brother?
To be fair, I did kill him first. The rest of them didn't like the fact that I killed him. So they attacked. And then we attacked, and then... Well, they were not good fighters. There's a reason they were merchants and not bandits.
Two of them.
Ask
Well,
them
two of
about
them.
his brother. Ask them about the brother.
About the brother? I can't hear you, so I'm not going to.
Yeah, ask them about the dead brother.
You're not there.
Sorry, I can't hear you, so I
Oh,
can't.
sorry.
Well, I have a different question. Baz is going to say, sorry, coughing a lot. Two of them survived, and
Oh,
they
damn.
said that you all came in, snuck up on them, and then just killed them in cold blood. Which story is true?
Oh, well, that is a difficult one. It would seem that it is their word against ours. Now, if you're willing to bring them here, I would happily home gang them, to prove my honor. Bring them here, I'll happily discuss it.
Yeah, this guy's probably lying, but I want to make an insight check to see if he is lying about his brother or about just lying in general.
Go ahead and make me an insight roll, depending on how well you roll. You will get varying information.
Yeah, I feel like he's lying.
18 is very good.
Yes, finally good
he
roll.
is. I mean, he's lying, but more than that, he is not. It's not even that he's trying to be convincing here. It seems to you that there's he doesn't care if you know he's a bandit. Effectively, But then he can only see two of you as well. So he's being arrogant, effectively. But he's 100% lying, but he's doing it in a very jovial fashion at the moment.
Okay, that's just is gonna have a really deep sigh, already annoyed by this. Look, I don't want to solve this with any more bloodshed or fighting. So can we please just have a civil, normal conversation? Just without any of whatever you're trying to do.
We are trying to survive, my friend, and you have come here seeking us. Tell me your reason for seeking us. I had issue with the merchants. I killed them. Currently, I don't have issue with you.
Yes, well, I have a bit of an issue with you, but I'm not going to solve it by sneaking up and killing you.
If you have issue, then we fight.
We are not savages. We can talk and use our words.
I am a savage, I'm afraid. I am Brunei of the war. If you like, we can do this. Pardon?
That starts saying words. I didn't say anything in Baz's voice. That was just me saying words.
I am Brunei of the war. If you want to settle it cleanly and quickly, let's fight. Or you can do a small task for us if that would help settle this issue.
The issue will be settled when you leave. I am asking you, just normally, I'm asking. I'm not demanding, I just want you all to atone for your sins in jail, to leave your cave and atone for your sins in jail, or helping out, or something like that. You do not need to settle this with more death. Please, just come quietly with us and explain. We can explain.
I'm not
something.
going into a cell, and I have not sinned. Man.
You don't believe you have sinned.
That was a great whistle.
At that point. He whistles at that point, and you see movement. And with this, we will roll initiative. Actually, I'll tell you what. If you want to try and keep it civil, because I do like to give you rolls. The problem is that the mention of sort of jail is enough for him to, especially considering the numbers that they think they have, at least at the moment, is more than enough for him to just decide to end this easily with violence.
I was thinking whether or not I should bring that up. I was like, I probably shouldn't have brought that up.
Yeah, that was really the thing that for him would have been the trigger.
I'm trying my best
do
here,
you-
okay? I'm not I.
I mean, totally fair.
Well,
Do
your
you
improvisation.
want to try and avoid conflict still here? And if so, how would you do so? Because they are about to turn violent.
Maybe instead of jail, we try to make a deal where they leave these lands and they just don't come back.
Roll me a
That's better.
persuasion.
Okay, persuasion. I get a persuasion. Where's that? Okay. Please, for the love of God. Why?
Okay.
Come on!
I'm sorry. We are going to roll initiative.
Yeah, no. Yes,
Oh.
yeah.
No, it's not your fault.
Ash just looks over and like, I'm sorry, Nikki. I tried.
You did well,
Please,
Daz.
please, everybody.
Looks
go
like
ahead
there's
and-
no other option than to kill them.
I'm going to give Ulf his full hit points. I only rolled 2. I should have rolled more, didn't I? A big old 3. The DC, it was not 22, but it was certainly higher than 7.
Yeah, because I terrible rolls today. My rolls are awful. How do I roll for initiative on this again?
Go to the cross swords at the top right. And then there is a dice
there we
on
go.
the right-hand side. And click that.
Our like AFK friends on the top, bottom left there. I'm sure they like could have like moved up a little bit further right. It seems sort of very strangely spread out. You know.
Oh, for sure.
A- I mean, so A wouldn't have gone too far because he does not have great stealth. Ulf did roll pretty good stealth, so he would have moved up a little bit further.
Oh, yeah, he
alright.
did roll pretty alright actually. No, you are right. I was like, I didn't remember that.
Ulf did? Sorry, what
Yeah,
did
yeah, no, you are correct.
No.
You actually rolled pretty decent.
He had disadvantage. He rolled like a 15 and a 17 or something. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He rolled pretty decent.
Did I manage to get a little bit further up from him, or is this sort of the?
I don't think so, I'm afraid. With the moving, because you moved back to the group first, right?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
To
so with the
inform them
move,
of what I
you have
found
to
out.
move quite slowly with to not be seen, you know?
Yeah,
So I
let's
think
just
that's
check.
actually a pretty fitting location to go back and then to there, because it wasn't a very long conversation.
Yeah, goddamn, I was hoping you could just like maybe just talk about the weather or something. You know, like come on, give me a little bit more time. I need to get in position.
Well, I was trying to solve things diplomatically. That did not work. Wow, they rolled really high in initiative.
Brunei rolled a natural 20.
Yeah,
Oh my
these guys seem a little bit more up on the business. They came out and were like, we're probably just gonna kill these people, so they're all kind of ready, you know.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Is this gonna be bad?
Oh, likely, yes, no,
It
How
might,
big is the game?
it might be bad.
no, because so. Gulva, for example, saw a couple things that he couldn't really tell you while you were out in the open. I could tell the other 3, but
Which is an important point to note. Do you want to go ahead and tell Vedestein what you saw quickly in this moment?
Oh yeah, no, that's true. Well, Gulva at some point while they were having a conversation, Gulva would have appeared next to you guys down there, and I was like, all right, there's a problem. There's a couple more people up on the ridge, like Liachas or something. So it's not just 5.
Oh my god, that's
It's a little bit more than 5. So I will see if I can get some sort of vantage point, but I think poor Nikki and Baza, they're a little bit out of position, you could say. And then he sort of sneaks away again to try and get some distance and potentially get up on the ridge before things go south. But I don't quite manage it in time.
And with that, they are going to attack.
Oh boy.
At least you didn't drop your weapons. That's a good, at least something, you know? At least
Yeah.
you didn't drop your weapons or anything.
It's not.
Brunei is going to start and just rush forward as he pulls an axe and will
jeez.
charge at you, Baz.
You got your shield out or
he's-
something at least.
he is going to. What's that? Sorry.
Hope Bas got his shield out at least or something.
Sure, yeah.
He is going to multi-attack.
Ooh.
He triggers his charge ability, which means the first attack he will attempt to hit you with the shield.
Okay.
There's a 15.
It's a miss. It's a miss.
All right, that is good. And then he will attack with his war axe.
Miss. Ooh.
No, that
Oh,
probably
it's
is.
only
That's
action
it.
because it's
It's hard.
What's
This
this?
is
Wait, hold on, what's this? Hold on, what is this?
Does that hit? Why did I roll damage?
What does that mean? What did I do?
Oh, you got a like reaction or something.
You got a reaction, yeah.
I don't know what I just did. It didn't let me read it, so I don't know what I just did.
When ally
You
makes an
did
attack
nothing.
roll before the DM says whether it hits or miss, you spend warlord dice and add it to.
What? That was an
so
ally, though. What? Why did it
Yeah,
have me
yeah,
do that?
just-
If
That's
you
just
have
how that
any
goes.
reactions, it will just pop up and tell you. But if you don't want to use them, just exit out of the tab.
I think I accidentally used it, though.
Well, let's have a look, because it should... Yeah, it hasn't actually taken away from how many times you can use it, though, so you're fine. It hasn't taken away any of your warlord dice. Are
accidentally give
you
him extra
tracking your
damage.
warlord dice somewhere, by the way?
I know I have 4. 'Cause-
Okay, set that up on your resource tool on the front page. Anyways.
Yeah. I guess I'll just...
Oh,
Good one.
oh,
Jesus!
good God. Oh, good God. Oh,
Ow!
Baz, do you use an absorb?
What is that?
oh yeah. Plus crit.
So with criticals in this, they can do brutal wounds unless you use an absorb to stop that. Brutal wounds
then
can
I guess
be,
that-
as the name suggests, brutal. You get certain brutal wounds. You can get certain absorbs, from certain items. So, for instance, your reinforced shield has 2 absorbs. If you use both, the shield breaks.
I'd like to use an absorb, then
Okay.
I don't get a brutal wound.
Does my shield have that kind of feature? Let me check.
I'm going to put a parentheses 1 on your reinforced shield to know that you only have 1 left on it.
Oh
This is
boy.
going great.
Really elated. Poor Baz over here.
This is going amazing.
I feel so bad because it's your birthday as well.
It's alright.
But he is going to action search.
Oh! Oh, jeez.
What does that mean? What is he doing?
It just gets 2 more attacks.
What? Why? DM?
Because
He
he's a
can only-
fighter in the action
He can
search.
only
That's
do
what
it
they
once
do.
in combat, to be fair. So he's using it
Yeah.
early, but it's still it's still
First 2 attacks went well, so
I
do it too.
so sorry, Baz. I feel like he's got to go again.
So not cool.
That,
oh,
Okay, he misses.
that will miss as you pull that
Again,
shield up.
missing.
And fuck it, we'll make the second one against you as well.
Why?
that'll hit. You were a little bit better prepared for the second 2 though.
So mean.
That one's not that much damage though.
I'm at 4.
I think that is his turn.
Good. Now the
That'd be
next
his
3.
turn.
This one is going to run full movement speed. Let me just double check. Sorry. He had. Anger are dumb. He is going to use his action to dash
Checks out.
Okay.
and then action search
Yep. I would do that too.
against you, Nikki.
Something
moves
to
in-
remind, because she's not in the berserker state, her AC is
Yep.
too lower.
Okay, we can figure that out. Hang on. So Is it this one that's doing that? Let's have a look. Stable. There we go. Yeah. So under your effects tab, blades could not harm him. We can just trigger that off. Do we trigger off any? I don't think we trigger off any of the others, right? It's just that.
The blades could not harm are both not active.
They're just passive. Yeah, that's fine. Oh wait, no.
Blades could they're not used.
Yeah, not. Yeah. Okay. This one is going to attack you twice, Nikki. Actually, you can also make a shield attack just once, but we'll attempt to. They have a feature called Shield Wall. So now that he is locked into the shield wall with Bruni, he will have an advantage.
Oh,
Ouch.
that's terrible. I would expect shield ball is more defensive thing, but they're just like
You'd think, wouldn't you?
attack.
It's a weird choice,
Yeah.
honestly, but it's what it is. I don't know. You will take 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh,
That's good.
And at this point, I need you to make a strength saving throw, please. The DC for this is 18.
Oh my god. That is near death.
yeah, he got hit 3 times, crit once, so
That's
You
not
are
good.
knocked back, and you are knocked prone.
Ouch.
He will
knocked
step
back
in,
too. Oh,
and he is going to
jeez.
attempt to use the spear to stab down at you.
Oh, different weapon. Neat. Oh, there's a net 20.
Oh, nice.
You know, maybe I just turn around and leave.
Honestly, would,
Oh,
you
that's a
like
1 and
to,
a 2. That could be worse.
would you like to use an absorb?
Yes, please.
Where are you using it from? I think you get a free one, but I can't remember if you have to be in your Berserker game.
Yeah, I believe you have one just for a long rest, and also 2 from your shield. I would like to use the one for my long rest.
Yeah. To be clear, that's a Berserker thing that they get one, not just everybody.
Yeah.
Gets one. That's right. All Father's Zeal gives you absorb the first brutal wound you receive per long rest. Yeah, perfect. All right. With that, he'll make his second attack. Really thought that hard. He's rolling low damage, which is useful.
The small. I just remembered. Would Ventus? Well.
Wait,
All right, it's okay.
What is it?
No. I mean, yeah. For a moment, I forgot. I thought I mistook you for a different character. A is the one who's not here right now.
The
I
Reaver.
mistaken you two for a second.
Does everybody know what a Reaver is?
Oh, kind of similar to Raider.
Yeah, so a Reaver is more of your, like the Drengir are classic warriors, more so. The Reaver is your very stereotypical raider in that they are faster moving, usually fight with 2 weapons as opposed to a shield.
They're more aggressive than defensive.
More
Even though
aggressive.
those 2 Drengir really fuck those people up.
Oh my god. He has extra movement, which can put him there, which is still just not enough, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, fortunately.
Well, thank God, because Bass would be dead if he had.
Yeah, he's actually going to run. I'm going to leave him a little bit further back as he runs up. He is going to throw 2 hatchets.
Ooh,
He can't get it.
that's
5,
not,
20.
that's not great.
So 1,
Oh,
Not.
nice.
2.
Oh, that's another 20.
Can you please just not?
rolling these net 20s.
I'm so sorry.
I wanted 2 again at
I
least.
still
That
rolled
was,
Oh wow, I'm dead.
Um,
Oh, you're
I guess.
unconscious.
Do you want to absorb the brutal wound?
Yes.
Doing
break
so
my shield
will,
for
at
that.
this point, destroy your shield.
Yes, I'll destroy my shield for this.
I mean, he's unconscious, so like.
The other
used
option
to-
is that we can roll on the brutal wounds table for you, and you will just get a wound.
I guess
Yeah,
just give me a
what is
wound.
a
Sure,
brutal
why
wound
not?
table?
I'll keep the one. Just give me a. I'll keep my shields. Just give me a brutal wound.
Okay, I need you to.
Exciting! First brutal wound of
Yeah,
the
this is
game.
the first time we do this. I haven't. Admittedly, I haven't used this as a GM before, so give me 2 seconds as we look through it. But I need you to make me a couple of rolls to determine what it is. So, firstly, the type of wound does change depending on the type of damage. So you took slashing from the throw. So this is a. Where do we look at this? God, I'm terrified for you. Okay. So the way that we do this, when you score a critical hit, in addition to the critical damage, roll a d20. I'm going to get you to do this. So go ahead and roll me a d20, please.
Okay. Where's the d20? There it is. That's not d20. Hold on. Dang it. What? Oh, that's not. I forgot what my computer did for a second. It is a. It's a 1. I don't know how good that is or bad that is. Even when it doesn't make.
Hey, no, that's fine. That's fine. Give me 2 seconds. The brutal wounds part of this is confusing, but I know I've got my own thing somewhere. Here we go. Okay, so first we need to determine the location. So roll me a d12 as well, please, as to where this axe hits you.
Yeah.
Okay, a 7 means that it is struck one of your limbs. An arm or a leg. We'll find out in a moment. So the d20s determine the type of wound. So we are going to have a look at this. There's going to be slashing damage.
Ooh.
1 is good. Like, it gets worse the higher you go. So this is probably quite forgiving.
Low rolls. Is where the low rolls.
My low rolls help me for once.
All right, this is very silly because I'm not actually entirely sure this matters because you also go down at the same time. But effectively, you will drop your weapon. It just means that if you do come back, you will need to use a action to pick that up. But you are unconscious at the moment. This raider just walks across the field a little bit, looking quite annoyed that the fun is over. Oh, God damn.
Well, it's not.
Ulf will break from the tree line.
Come on, buddy.
He looks at you first, Golvar, and gives you a slight nod as he charges. It might be a bad idea. We're going to find out. But he is going to try and spear. He also has a charge ability. Nice.
Good. What's this charge? Is also a knockover thing?
Where are these guys?
Which unfortunately that one will not hit.
14? Oh, damn it.
14, yeah, no. With the plus, the 14 does not hit. Their armor class is slightly higher than that. Velestein, it is your turn.
Oh my god. They're down. I guess Vetterstein would like to rush towards the Nikki, I guess. But how many meters is that?
5 feet.
It's barely 30 feet, is it?
Alright.
How much?
That was 20.
He's
You got 10 more.
10 more. That will be around here, I guess. Still out of range. I guess he's gonna use his spear, but he's not equipped with his spear. I don't think he's gonna do anything else. He just scream at the others. He just screamed at the one still
Just
hiding
attack
behind.
them.
But he's
Yeah.
not in range for anything attacking.
Oh right, never mind.
Yeah, but he would have done that if he was. That's the problem.
Yep. Are you doing something else?
Quick meta tip. Please use your action to use your quick Berserker Gang feature,
Right.
please.
Oh, that's a very good point.
What do I have here?
You are a berserker.
Berserker has a quick Berserker Gang, and then you must spend your full action just nothing but winding yourself up.
But I haven't
get your
activated
fill.
my Berserker Gun just now. I didn't mention about using my Berserker Gun.
Yeah, but he's suggesting that you use it now.
Oh,
Instead of not doing anything.
So,
Sure.
there's two ways to go into Berserker Gang, basically, right? And the normal way, which is one that he did before, is that you take 10 minutes to
Ritual.
get into
Yeah,
a
yeah.
Berserker Gang. However, there is a quick version.
second method.
There is not always time for such an elaborate ritual. If you are in desperate need, you can activate your Berserker Gang more quickly. To do this, you must spend hit die equal to half your Berserker level, which you do
Which
have.
is
Good, luckily. So yeah, you would need to spend 2 hit dice to do so. Half your Berserker Gang and spend a full turn doing nothing but riling yourself up. So actually, you wouldn't be able to move either. So you'd have to come back down here. But that honestly
Oh.
still may be the best bet. You can use this, use any of the abilities you have spent points on up to tier 2. That is the only limitation of this. So it's a slightly more limited version. But I think you don't
should
have
I
anything
just-
above tier 2 anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. If you want to do that, we just have to move you back. But if you're happy to do it, it's up to you.
Okay. So, where was I?
All right.
Oh, I think another behind 8 here. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. You moved 30.
Yeah.
All right. But with this, you now enter your Berserker Gang. So keep in mind what you have, because up to level 2, which I think, again, is all of your things.
How do I do that in my character's sheet now?
You don't have to do
Do
anything.
something.
You have... it just triggers the fact that you can take 2 reactions per turn. You have advantage to spot hidden enemies now. And when brought to 0 hit points, you can drop to 1 the first time.
Okay.
All right, beautiful. A is going to... He sees you there, Nikki. And he's got the range.
So he's gonna
Yeah,
activate his
he-
lightsaber again and whatnot.
Yeah. Deals an extra 1d6 radiant for 30 feet. Yeah, okay, he's gonna roll up. It does take an action. Fuck, inscribe the blade. But I think it's probably worth it. Because
Yeah, it
Otherwise-
probably is
Yeah.
to push people. And I think he makes himself quite the target for the two. So the
He
flashbanging
runs-
everybody.
lighting the blade on fire. It's so funny. He's got several things he can do as an action to like keep empowering that sword, but he really hasn't got the time to do all of them. But yeah, we'll run up action. Beaming light starts billowing from the blade as he runs up and like holds the blade up, holds his shield up, ready to fight, and reinforcing Nikki. there. Baz, I need you to do something for me. So firstly, before you do
Yes.
anything, go to the bottom right of your screen, and you will see that there are several icons. You got the dice, you got a little like detective-looking man with his hat on. Then you got a ninja, and you've got a ghost. I need you to select the ninja for me.
The ninja, okay.
Yes, please. At that point, I just want you to roll me a flat d20.
Okay.
If you have anything that affects death saving throws, now is the time to tell me.
I do not think I do. I'm gonna check real quick.
You find yourself, Baz, back at the homestead. You are nestled into the Great Hall. It is a cold winter's day. The wind howls outside. The house shakes. But you are safe in the comforts of the longhouse, surrounded by furs, a glass of mead in hand, a horn of mead in hand. Go ahead and roll me that flat d20, please.
Yeah, I don't have anything that'll help. All right, roll.
Let's
Please
go.
be good.
All right.
Please be kind.
As
Mercy.
I guess with
as the
ninja.
wind continues, yeah, I see it, but you don't. That's sorry. This is how I always do death saves. So I'll describe a little scene to you. I know what's happening here. As the wind continues to howl outside, there is another noise that offsets the sound of the howling wind that overpowers it. It is a familiar noise to you. It is the laughter of your children as they play and frolic inside the hall, and there is a warmth that spreads over
Oh
you
my
at this
God.
moment. But that is your turn, I'm afraid.
I know, am I dying? Is that a bad roll? Because that usually means when someone like, oh hey, I hear my children, and there's
Well,
more.
it's up to
Oh,
your
no.
interpretation,
It is totally
I don't
up to your
trust
interpretation. You're not dead yet. That's what I'll say, but it's up to your interpretation.
I don't trust this.
That's the first one.
Oh no!
Oh god.
That's
I thought the wall. Oh, that's good damage too.
Oh my god, guys.
At least I didn't get advantage because I assume we spotted them beforehand.
They should have had advantage.
Really? Even though I told them they're up there?
Oh, that's true. That's true. No, I would have given advantage against Nicky or Baz, but you did tell off. So he is
did
at
tell
least
these
a little
guys.
bit defending that sort of flank. So yeah, no,
He
that's a good
keeps that
shout.
the rich of
That's a
mine.
good shout.
Oh, thank God.
Golvar,
Okay.
it is your turn.
Alright. Well, I was for a second I was concerned they might actually not even show themselves and just like let the people down here do the fighting. But all right, I will sneak further up, half movement speed, of course, right? That's how it works.
Yeah, very much. They probably wouldn't unless Ulf and A showed up. And suddenly it's like, oh, okay, I'll take.
Do
a
I
shot.
spot any more people now? Them getting closer.
Yeah, I would say there's one across the way over here as well. There's one. I'm gonna put him just
Alright.
behind that bush. I'm just gonna.
I will do. Oh, jeez, there's actually 3 now. Okay. Bonus action, move a little bit further, and I will use my action to move another one. So next turn I can get these guys.
They seem to be completely oblivious to you at the moment.
Yes. Next turn, now I'm close enough. Next turn I can get some of these guys. We'll use all my action, bonus action dash, to get extra movement. This is all what I can do at the moment.
Okay, thank you, Nikki.
Ooh, this is really hard.
You are prone at the moment. Remember.
So first I'm gonna stand up using 50 feet movement. And then
I've just
I might
realized.
actually do this. Guys, I'm considering to play a card. The best
Okay.
card I have.
Oh.
But it takes an action, so I can't drag Baz away. So
Well, no, they're not finishing him off right now, right? They don't look like they're finishing him off, or they look like they're about to execute the guy.
I don't think it's possible to tell them.
Okay, well then I don't know. What you need to.
But yeah, Baz is Nikki's master. He's almost like a father to her. She wants to protect him, so I'm really...
Yeah, but will whatever you want to do with him save him?
I just think it'd be anticlimactic for Bass to die now. So
I mean-
I would hopefully that he doesn't die.
Mm-hmm.
I won't be too sad if he does. Character death comes to the territory, but I'm hoping he doesn't. Specifically because there's a wife and kids.
Well, I mean, well, you did that to him, you know. You can't have the wife and kids.
You gave him.
I know.
I thank you for that.
This is sadder.
It's gonna be very sad to returning with his corpse, you know. It's gonna be very fucking depressing.
I think because Nikki has the leadership over the whole party now, or what was said, she will still think about the whole party, and this she will play the card Tergrim Gunnarsson.
I was really hoping when you said that was your best card. I was like, I hope it's that.
This
That's my
guy.
character.
This guy.
Room Gunnarsson.
Tergrim Gunnarsson.
Oh, for 1 minute.
Apparently, you're related to him, you know, so very, very fitting.
Oh yeah, she's Nikki's dad.
Play. He's too young to be her dad for sure, but no, I mean, you said you know you're a Gunlander, right? Nikki is, yeah. Play this card as an action. All allies that can hear you gain +2 to attack and damage rolls and +2 armor class for 1 minute. So,
Is
me
that
2
an
seconds.
effect that you have that could just step on?
It is indeed.
Hell yeah! All right.
Yeah, and she stands up.
This helps me so much.
Let me just double check that. I haven't actually tested this effect, so when you roll, we'll double check it and make sure it's adding to the damage and things. But it should.
Okay.
All right, with that, you stand up as you let out a.
Looks
it's
correct
just-
on my screen so far. I think it works.
Yeah, and she just lets out just a primal roar that just resonates in your bones, and you're just, this is power, and we're gonna
Sparta.
So you all feel like Odin, like you're a god. You just, we gotta slay these guys,
1 minute.
and that's
All
my
right.
action.
Beautiful. With this one's gonna run up to fight next to the Reaver.
That's a lot more archers than I thought there were.
The archers are quite flimsy, but you've got to get.
Yeah, well, I'm up here right now. I hope I can
Yeah,
take care of that.
The Drango will move up to support the Reaver, and with that, seeing the Reaver get hit, he's going to move up and stab. He has advantage, so I'm just going to reroll that one.
Even with a Reaver against the side, not another Drangia?
Ooh, fine.
miss.
Reaver don't have shields, right?
Yeah, it's just if an ally's within 5 feet. As written,
Tactics. These guys.
basically, yeah.
It's fine though.
Yeah, second
Oh, third
attack.
attack. Oh, the action search.
No. The first one was because it was
Oh,
advantage, and I
advantage.
didn't do
I'm
anything.
sorry.
However,
Yeah.
it will parry. It still says that hits, but because I haven't set it up
Nice.
very well. But that will not hit as he brings his shield up and blocks that one out of the way. I think I ignored that when you were fighting the wolves, just for the record. That's on me.
Better now than never.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and action surge if for no other reason than that way they've all used their action surges and I don't have to remember.
That makes sense.
So let's attack 2 more times.
To make this fight even more torturous.
Come on. Ooh, okay, that one more hit.
Oh my god.
That's fine. 1 out of 4 hits is okay.
We're gonna give him the reaction roll as well to mark that he did use his. Alright, that hits for 8. That is the archer. That is his turn. The archer's gonna move up. I'm gonna take this. He's gonna take a shot over A, actually. Seeing the nice blinding light there. Oh, is that out of range? Okay, well that's fine. You thought he could make it? This one's not so foolish, he will shoot at Ulf.
There's a... No, that's...
Boo.
Same. Ooh, max damage!
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh no. Alright, we turn to the top of the round. This is...
I didn't even get to hit these guys once. Sucks.
He's going to... Nikki A... and Vedestein, you see as he looks back to one of the Reavers, and with his axe points to Baz, pointing the Reaver towards Baz before stepping away, and once again forming a sort of shield wall here with A, and we'll move up to attack at him twice.
Oh. Nice.
Alright. That's
not.
This one is opposite you, Nikki. And so we'll continue to attack you as he hears you let out your war cry.
Ooh, missing. That'd be great.
Yeah, the fucking pack.
Oh my god.
Shots just like a +1 AC or something. This seems rough.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my god. She's down. Oh my
I
god.
don't see her. Is she down?
No.
Oh god.
You see as
I
this Reaver
don't
is
see
going to
her
move
right now.
over, grapple
Oh, he's just
Baz,
near that.
and we'll start pulling him away from the fight.
What? Why?
Oh my god. He's eating him.
Am I his hostage? Is he hostaging me right now?
It
Could
does
be.
appear that you are being taken as a hostage, yes.
In case this suddenly goes bad, you know, backup plan.
Well, you also know that raiders, if that's what they are notorious slave takers.
Yeah. Yeah. They might also, I mean, we're obviously from the nearby hold, and maybe take you as a hostage and go like, hey, give us your stuff, or we're gonna kill Baz.
That is true. You did. I think you said that as well. To be fair, so.
All I said was that we'll take them prisoner. I never said.
Well,
Yeah, I
there's
think
there's not a lot of nearby other places. I mean, I feel like it's almost
Anyway.
obvious that we had to come from that hold.
I'd have to check, but I think there was a comment about the 2 of the survivors making it to your
You did say that, yes.
All I said was that the 2 survivors lived and told us about this.
Okay. I mean, they're going to take you captive either.
I never said they
way.
walked into our house. That's at this address, at this area, this specific
Where
area,
would they talk
where a
from
bunch
anyways?
of weakless
That's
children and
totally
women live.
This one is going to move around to flank.
No flanking! Oof!
He doesn't have the shield wall thing, so. He wants an advantage, not advantage. And with this, we'll attack. Oh, that shouldn't be
Oh my
an
God.
advantage, but it's still the one on the left.
Oh my god.
Usually
Oh,
when
nearly
it
max
comes
damage
to
too, and he's out. God damn it.
Ah, oh my god.
Oh no. Feels like we're gonna have a game over, guys.
Palestine.
I finished charging up my Super Saiyan mode. Sorry, my
Yeah.
Berserker mode. I guess I'll be charging.
How about the ones you
Yes.
can reach?
Well, you can't
Yeah, I
reach. Oh
think
no,
it's
they can
sending
reach
tag
this guy.
bruising
This
it.
is a bad guy.
Yes, reach the guy trying to kill I. And
Is it in
Nice.
range? Sir?
Form that shield wall.
And hit him. How to attack again? Hit the bad guy. Is it? How to?
Make sure you target. Yeah, that's it. You got it. Perfect.
Okay. Then how do I attack again?
So go to your inventory.
Oh yeah,
choose
I
which
roll.
weapon you want to use, and then you can. Yeah. To be clear, if you're just as a reminder, if you're using that one, that's fine, but we will have to take your shield off you.
Well, the war axe is
No,
a one
it's
hand.
only one hand.
Oh, that's your war axe. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I thought I. Oh yeah, no.
That's
it
like
was the
two
two-handed
more.
thing before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ignore me. You're good. All right. I knew there was something about it last time. All right, that hits. You see as he tries to bring his shield up, but that will hit.
How does my his blows are mighty work? It adds my Constitution modifier to hits when using two-handed or versatile weapon.
Or versatile weapon with two hands.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Then it's just a normal hit.
Yeah, so if you want to be using it with one and the shield, that's fine. But his blows with mighty wouldn't account for that.
Sure.
Damn it all.
All right. At this point,
What else can I do?
are you doing anything else?
No, I don't think so. What else can I?
Okay, beautiful. A is going to target the one directly ahead of him as well, as he sees Vedestein rush out. A berserker on each side. He cannot fail at the moment. As he pulls the blade and will.
How much damage I deal this now?
Oh, it's on his spear, isn't it? I'm sorry.
Oh, it's 7. Oh my god.
That will hit.
That's a spear's blade, right? The tip, the blade at the
Yeah.
top.
It's
With
a
that, he
special
needs to make a
spear.
strength save.
Yeah, it's a
That
very
is
big
not
damage.
enough.
Yeah,
He will
yeah.
get thrown back.
is he knocked
Quite a
prone?
distance, I
Just
think.
back up.
Back up. I'm just trying to make sure it is. There's so much stuff on his character sheet, but he is thrown back.
Is he not knocked prone? Or
I'm trying to figure that out. Sorry. And knocked prone, yeah.
Nice.
It just goes up. All right. Sorry, yeah, he's got a few things that sort of interact, so I just want to make sure I don't mess it up. All right. However, that is, I think, his turn.
Did Ulf die? I just realized that he has a dead status on his name.
Because he's an NPC, it will say dead, but I am marking him as unconscious rather than dead.
Okay, okay.
So he is also
He's like
using
Bass
death
right
saves.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He's having his own vision right now. Rolling death saves.
But you can't see it. Baz, you still find yourself in the Great Hall, your children laughing around you. And you hear the very distinct click of a door opening somewhere over your shoulder behind you. And somebody else enters the Great Hall. Go ahead and roll me another flat D20, please.
okay.
Get the ninja.
Is it
Oh.
Odin?
Might be Odin.
He's talking about dying.
If you roll net 20, it might be.
It is not Odin. Instead, as you turn to look, you see your wife enters the hall with you, beaming smile across her face. And she walks up and sits next to you, placing her head on your shoulder.
I don't trust this. me as a player doesn't trust this. This seems like I'm dying.
Listen, Archer. Just whiff your attack. You know. I mean, they're out of range over
going
there.
to move a little bit. Just shuffles across the ledge a little to try and get a clearer shot.
I hate you! Why are you moving away from me? He was perfectly positioned!
Because he's at long range if he stays there, but not if he moves a little bit.
It.
He does miss his shot though, Golfer. It's your
Yeah, it's fine. I can do, thankfully, because of my class, I can do sneak attacks with throwing, but I didn't want to immediately throw my stuff, you know? He was just like, right there. It's like, god damn it. Alright, we'll move sort of here-ish. And I guess this guy gets it then.
He's gonna get it. Yep.
Alright, here we go. Oh, this should be an advantage already because of him hidden, right?
Should be, yeah. It would, I think it requires, yeah, he can't see you.
Yes!
Yes! Nice!
Alright. That's very nice. Roll me a d12, please.
He has a sneak attack.
Okay, don't worry then. I was gonna say he gets a brutal wound, but he's dead.
Yeah. Tink. And then as the guy next to him sort of like, as he crumbles, the guy next to him notices, and as I sort of run out, I will use my bonus action to throw a second knife.
Fuck. Alright.
Don't get sneak attack on this one, but...
am I right in thinking this maybe doesn't have some modifiers as well or something?
This one would, no, because of the class, this will have modifier. This is just extra
cool.
sort of bonus action attack, not offhand attack.
Gotcha.
But I will lose the knife because I'm throwing it. Unless hopefully I'll survive and get them back. That would be good.
You're running out of knives there.
I'm taking count. I have a good amount. I've been collecting.
I meant because of Ulf. It was just a dig at that.
But this one will miss. He sees it, and he sees the knife, barely dodges it.
The knife flies into the distance.
Oh.
Alright, beautiful. Are you doing anything else?
No, I killed one on the archer. That was good already. Wish the other one already hit as well, but hey, can't have everything.
You hear one of them shout down, "Reaver on the ridge!" Nikki.
After her primal roar just now, she just barehandedly tries to just finger stab him right in the throat. Let's see whether it does something.
Please kick his ass, Nikki.
Let's try.
That will... Why is it not letting him... Oh, you
didn't target.
That's why.
Oh,
Yeah, you didn't target.
I did mark.
That
Sorry.
will technically hit, but he is going to use his reaction to parry. As he pulls his shield
These guys
out.
just better wolves.
Sort of, yeah.
That's fucked up.
It doesn't work.
I mean, I had to use a stat block to base Ulf on, basically, you know, so he's a drinker.
As he
Well, if he
blocks it,
survives, you know what to look forward to, you know.
A little bit.
As he blocks
sorry,
it, he
Nikki.
just tries to kick into his knee. To damage him.
And this is your bonus action attack, is that right?
Yeah.
Do you get extra damage on your fist attacks even if you're not raging? Sorry, Berserker Ganging? Oh, that's cool. Hell yeah.
That's at least damage he took.
Yep.
And that's my turn.
Alright. Yeah, he takes some decent damage. Is that your turn?
Am I gonna risk that? I think I'm also provoking an opportunity attack and move 30 feet away.
Whoa.
Kindly.
He will take the opportunity attack. Oh no, he doesn't because he's used his reaction to parry. So don't worry.
Oh, yes!
Well, Nikki is near death. I was like, what's she doing? Well, she's dying.
That's the fact of
So
it.
she is.
She's dying.
Yeah, that's
doing
alright.
anything
That
else?
makes sense.
I will be back, guys. Just give me a second.
Okay.
Alright.
That's the end of the turn.
Thank you. This one, seeing Ulf down, is going to move. At this point, is going to attack A. I wanted to attack you, Vedestein, only because you're here and A's not. But he also has a sword that's fucking glowing, which makes it really hard to ignore him.
Yeah.
Actually, it's a spear.
Oh, sorry. I just think of the Galdears using swords all the time.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
he is
Too blinded by the light.
Yeah, I got blinded.
Not quite as
Wasn't
blind.
that time.
He will hit once. And that brings it to the archer, who you're not that close yet, so he's going to take one step and pulls his hunting bow up, hoping the other one is going to step in the way.
Whoops. Miss.
Oh!
Ah.
What are all these bonuses of these guys?
Yeah, they get a special. It's like archery style, right?
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it, it's fine. Then he just hides behind his friend again.
These are not like these are bandits, you know. These are, either way, Brune stands up here and will billow here. We have 2 of your allies. Lay down your arms and we will avoid slaughtering all of you. And he, at this point, he knows you're up there as well, Goldberg. If that's,
Yeah, no, I mean, one of his friends called it out. I know.
Yeah. Lay down your arms and we will simply take you prisoner. Your
that's
friends
good.
can live. It is your choice. If this was a player doing this, I would call for a persuasion check as an action, so that is his action still. But it is up to you whether you want to lay down your arms.
Well, Nikki, you're the leader.
Yeah.
Nikki, you hear it. You are the leader.
Well, I have this card. It takes an action, then you get advice from the DM. I'd really like to wait until that, but if you say, Ty, you can't wait, then I can make a call now.
I think we should keep going.
Oh, yeah, it's a tough call, isn't it? Which card are you talking about?
It's the Belt of the Donahoe.
Now, I want to be very clear here, because if you read that card, do you know what a Donner Wolf is?
No.
Donner
The
Wolf,
star, you know.
you would know this, especially being a wolf barbarian, berserker. A Donner Wolf is the king of the wolves, effectively. It is the Thunder Wolf. Its howl is said to sound like thunder, and it is a monstrously large. It is a huge size in D&D standards. It is a terrifying, legendary thing of primal fury. To be clear, play this card as an action to ask for advice, and you will receive advice from the primal spirit of the Donner Wolf. If there's a chance of fighting, it's probably going to take it. Now, none of that is to say that that is good advice.
No. Yeah. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll make a call.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. Guys, stop. We're outnumbered.
No,
Brad is
Nikki,
down.
go.
Ulf is down. We could. Guys, it breaks my heart to say, but for now, we've got to surrender. And she throws her shield to the ground
you
and
see
falls to her knees.
the ones that go after all hold actions. The Drangir has a spear up, ready, still fighting in the shield wall, whilst both of the Reavers who went after that bring seaxes to Baz's and Ulf's throats.
I'm sorry. You can shout things at me if you think, oh no, you shouldn't do that.
You can speak Vetistein. I do allow, obviously, if it becomes a 10-minute conversation, I sort of shut it down, but speaking and shouting to each other in combat is a free action.
Okay.
To within limits, Yeah.
We'll die fighting or we'll try dying. Sorry. We'll die fighting or we'll die trying. Or
Does the sneaky Mel shout anything?
I guess that Wetterstein doesn't agree with Nikki's trying to give up too early into the battle. Despite that,
You're also in your berserker
there-
gun right now.
It is your
yeah,
turn
yeah,
now.
yeah. I guess that he would run with us how to move this character.
To be clear here,
Would
Vetistein, and I want to make this clear. A is still looking to Nikki. He has seen this as a test from the gods for Nikki, and so is still very much looking to Nikki as the commander here at the moment. Just something to keep in mind.
Okay. Still, despite that, being a fierce warrior Viking himself, a berserker, that it's not his principle to like give up, fight if there's any. So I guess that I would moving towards Brunei would provoke a
Yes.
opportunity attack from the Drenga. It would. I see.
Depends, right? If you move the right side
No,
around...
Bruni is over here, so he would have to break away.
Yeah, Brunei. Okay.
They look the same, but that one's Bruni. You hover your thing over it.
But this one is, yeah. You can see the name if you hover over? Oh, yeah, you can.
Hover.
Oh, so I don't move, I guess. I don't want to like give a chance to the Drenga. He
It's...
changed his target towards the
You're the healthiest person
Drenga
here.
over here. I guess he would move around that Drenga. Would he move around here though?
Yeah, go ahead. 5, 10, 15 feet of movement.
Yes. And how to click this one? Target this one. And hit with his axe one more time. Oh my god, he rolled low.
With that, that will trigger held actions as well. So he will use his reaction to stab A. To attempt
That's a
to
reaction, is it? Okay.
This should be with advantage. So I'm just gonna roll once more, see if.
Ooh, the second one hits.
All right.
Oh my god.
Stop
Are
stealing
you
cover!
Hey, it's almost dead.
A will use his reinforced shield to absorb 1,
Oh,
to absorb the brutal wound. And you see as the two Reavers with their saxes, this one will lean down.
Except if I die because of you, I'm gonna be so mad.
This one will lean. This one here that has Ulf leans down, just buries his fingers into Ulf's hair, pulling his neck up, and just slits his throat.
I guess
my God,
you beat
you
her, right?
This Reaver does not slit your throat. In fact, he will not do anything. Nothing that is
oh
perceptible
my god.
to you. Just in this moment. I have to make a roll.
Someone stop Bernstein from fighting.
No problem, man. Let me get down there.
It is still your turn. That was just reactions because they had held actions because they were waiting to see if you stopped fighting. But it's still technically your turn. You use your action. You've used 15 feet of movement. You've still got 15 feet.
Oh, it's still my action, is it?
Do you have a bonus action that you want to use potentially?
No, I don't have a bonus action.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Check. Yes, I guess that's my turn. I end my turn.
All right. A looks to you with fury, and as this one hits him with an attack, he looks back to you, Nikki, waiting for your command, but he will strike in this moment as he got struck fucking hard in this point. I think that will hit.
Did it hit?
Oh, he doesn't have a reaction. Perfect. Oh! Damn.
Not enough though.
Damn.
However, he does make the save. Baz.
Am I dead? Really? Am I dead?
No, nothing was said.
I didn't say that.
He did the breathe out. He did the breathe out. I did not.
You know,
I
we just
breathe
told
out
you
all the
earlier
time,
you did
man.
not get your
Half the
throat
time I'm
slit,
breathing
you know?
out, half the time I'm breathing in, alright? Like, it's just what I do.
I know. This is the first time my character has almost been dead in any campaign I've played. I'm worried.
Oh wow,
I mean, look, I'm so sorry,
that's
man.
crazy.
I've never once had a character death.
That is insane.
I need you to roll me another d20 as you find yourself inside the long hall. Now, curled up on a cold winter's night, mead in hand with your children running around you and your wife by your side, you are happy. You are contented in this moment. Life has been good. Roll me a d20.
What I don't like about this is it
Oh my god,
feels
he
like
failed
this
his
is
death roll.
supposed to
Let's say
die.
for this is his last roll, right?
Thank you, Baz.
Oh my god, I don't know. I don't know what is it. What happened?
These guys don't want to be near you.
I don't like this.
Oh jeez, Ty, you could at least miss a little bit. Ow.
Oh, Gilbert, are you okay? Stop that.
I'm okay still.
What?
These guys have not been critting me or anything.
Golva, it's your turn.
Let's see if we can at least get this guy still. I really... It is what it is. I'm not gonna get any sneak attack, because I'm not good enough for that stuff.
That will hit.
But I'm still gonna do some good damage here.
Damn.
And then an offhand melee attack with my...
Sheesh, boy.
Oh, was enough, let's go! Shishink!
Wow. Like I said,
Two
the
dagger
archers are
strikes,
pretty
max
soft
damage
once you
twice. Yeah, I also rolled
Yeah,
max
yeah.
damage twice, it was pretty impressive.
That would, I mean, it's fucking amazing. Yeah, like great work.
Yeah, that was a great roll. I will then... I sadly do not have the... Can I take some cover in the trees here? Specifically for this archer.
Yeah,
Over there.
I would say you can use that as cover. I'll give you like a little bit of cover from that.
Yeah.
Oh, literally got his throat.
I just want to use my train, you know?
Yeah, of course. All right, is that your turn?
Yes.
Retrieve your daggers.
That's my
I think.
action
You
bonus
can-
action.
Nikki, you see as things are maybe not quite going your way.
See in the background, Golvar slit another guy's throat and kick him aside, running
It's
up
very
to
cool
the
sight.
third
You
guy.
see just the ridge like up above as Golver just takes down two of the guys on the ridge and keeps moving. Yeah. Pretty cool.
Yeah. Nikki first
You could
moves
also
up,
always run.
slowly with her hands in the air. Guys, I doubt we can win this. I'm not feeling good.
Jesus.
Why is the snow
I
becoming
think
thicker?
I got to surrender.
Yeah, Mike.
And she just walks slowly towards Bruni, because he seems to be the leader,
Mhm.
with her hand slowly in the air without her shield. She does take the dodge action, however,
Okay.
just in case.
I'm just going to unequip your shield from you for a sec. And I will give you the dodge here as well. I think this last Ranger, because he is pissed at this point, I think he's going to make one last attack, but it is against Vettestein, because he was the one to sort of keep fighting the last time round. So I think this last Ranger before, because then it's Bruni's turn again, and he'll talk to you. But I think this last one is going to, like, as it's kind of almost as you're talking, he knows kind of what you're going for, but he wants to try and stab Vettestein before the fighting potentially ends again.
Get a cheap shot in.
He basically, yeah, it's very much that. First attack, Vettestein. A 20. I don't think you actually have anything. Yeah, you have.
It's just doesn't do anything.
The second
No, but that
will not hit.
So let's not have his shield equipped.
No, he does. Yeah. That's with the shield.
I do have my
Oh.
shield.
All right, and
That's
with
with my
that,
shield.
as we get to the top of the combat, we are going to end the session.
Oh, jeez.
Really?
This was so tense. Someone died, and I cannot bear anyone else dying.
My bed!
I feel like,
I mean, I
Baz,
cannot.
at the very worst, we've got a good reason for you not to be here next week.
Yeah, because I'm almost dead.
Almost, but not quite technically.
Wait, did I die? Or is that going to be revealed next session?
I am going to reveal it next session.
We're gonna watch the stream then, maybe on the phone or something.
Better not choke my character. I swear to God. If I die because of Bernstein, I'm going to find where you live and beat you up, Alan. I swear to God.
Guys, thank you very much for playing. We are going to pause the game there. We will start out at the top of the round next time. However, I'm going to go through this in initiative order, just to get a star and a wish from everybody.
Okay.
So working our way through Vettestein, you're first. Give me a star and a wish for today's session, please.
Ooh, a star and a wish. I guess the star would be. I would say Kulva. I think he has done a lot of great things.
Yep.
I mean, he's killing off the people at the ledge. That's a good one. He's not questioning orders. That's a good one.
Yeah.
And for a witch, I guess that.
I mean, what you're doing?
I mean, I'm questioning them in my head. But
Yeah.
For my wish, I guess that next session, less negotiating and more fighting. I guess negotiating doesn't work with bandits.
They're not bandits. That's what they say.
yeah,
Anyway,
make that clear.
Stop
Maybe
calling
he's
us
working
bandits.
at it.
I know it's fine. Baz,
That's like the
Yeah, I
one
mean,
point he
we're-
can't get
we're
over
funny.
this Bruni guy. It's like, I'm not a bandit. God fucking damn it.
Baz, you gotta. Should I give a star to Baz? If so, I give it to Baz for saying, "Please come with me to put you in jail." yeah. Baz, you got to start from the chat. So good work. Baz, give me a star and a wish, please.
Well, my star is obviously going to go to Nikki because of the dead moral speech thing and being
Ooh, yeah, that's one.
like a good leader.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to be a good leader. That's nice. And actually trying to stop the fight so I don't die.
Yeah.
And so
yeah.
Ulf doesn't die, which didn't work.
To be clear, and you all know this, Ulf is dead.
I don't know.
Yeah. Next to Bernstein. Well, you don't know Bernstein. No,
I would not vote a sign for that.
I mean, we have to consider their personality as well. I mean, Nikki is very soft-hearted, right? She's very soft-hearted, yeah.
They literally
That's
said
why
they would
she's,
not kill
yeah.
us.
We
Yeah, because raiders are like known to be truthful and honest people. You know, they're like really honorable men as they've shown so far. They're really honest warriors. You know, they always hold themselves to a word.
Well, they did keep their word that they would kill someone if we didn't, and they killed
Well,
someone.
yeah, because it benefits them, and they like killing people.
We'll find out.
Yes.
Baz, what's your wish? Sorry.
My wish is that I don't die next time. Is that when I come back, my character is still here.
Survive.
Because I'm not going to be here next session. So when I come back, my character will still be
I'm not
here.
even kidding. That is the most wished for wish in all of my games. All the time is survive. It's surprisingly common. Thank you. I can't promise you anything, but I will try.
Please. Just if you can. If not, I'm going to start thinking of new ideas for characters.
I will also give my start to Nikki. I think she did great. There was a lot of character moments of her. I thought that was honestly really awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Her little sort of speech at the funeral, just in general, the funeral was fucking great, and also sort of like the sort of back and forth she did during the fight, where she was like, "We can do this, we can't do this." She clearly isn't used to leading. Like she wasn't prepared for this test. She didn't take notes before. You know, she wasn't like, she's gonna fail her grade. Sadly, it's gonna be really tragic. You know, like she's gonna go back to her parents, give her like show them the F of on the paper. It's gonna be really sad. But no, very good character, very good, very very cool. And my wish is that that I get out of here. That I get out of your life. So we'll see about this.
As will drag Golvar to hell.
Oh please, you can't do any of that shit.
As will drag Golvar to the depths of hell if you even think about abandoning.
I'm gonna get this last archer at least. I'm gonna see how it goes after that.
You know, you at some point you have to ask yourself: is it abandoning, or is it getting reinforcements?
Right? I didn't say I'm gonna go leave the hole. I'm gonna go back to the hole and tell them what happened, and then we'll see what we do from there.
Yeah.
Maybe take a boat and leave. We'll see what the others say, you know. But
your reinforcements outside the setting, perfect.
Last but not least, Nikki, give me a star and a wish, please.
The star is definitely for Baz. He improvised the negotiation fully, and he did it wonderful. Thank you. It was just amazing.
It didn't work at all, but thank you.
That doesn't matter. You tried. You did your best. My wish is that the bandits at least keep their word that they're not killing any more of us if we surrender. They didn't exactly say that. I know, but I hope I hope they do.
You consider I killed two of
there's
the
also
friends
the
already.
thing of like there was still fighting after that moment, so maybe it's time to negotiate a new deal where only some of you die. Who knows what will happen? But we'll find out next time.
I'm gonna
sure A has
pre-prep
some commentary to
character.
give to this.
Bandits are honest. Guys, I mean, you did a great job. Thank you for playing. I know it was touch and go there if we were playing, because obviously we are missing one today. But we will be back. We will be back next week. I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes. But I hope you had fun. We are going to go raid because we're Vikings, right? We got to raid somebody. So it goes. So sorry. So many people. I gotta stop following people. I follow so many people. Do you know what Twitch really needs? Twitch needs a section for your team, so you can just raid your team, which would be really helpful. We're gonna keep you nice and simple. We're gonna go raid.
Like that.
the Eldritch Podblast. Lovely folks. So yeah, and they're doing some D&D, general D&D stuff. They're lovely people. So let's go give them a raid. But guys, thank you very much for being here. New content, who dis? It's been a pleasure, and thank you so much. We will see you again next time. We're live again in like 12 hours or something dumb for Beasts of Berghoff, and then, you know, a bunch more tomorrow and over the weekend and next week and all of the things. So come get involved in that. But until then, have a wonderful night, and goodbye, everyone.
I